Good God, we're on. We're on. This is a very special episode. Shane, I believe, is going to Canada, I think.
What for?
Shane's going to Canada. Do stand up.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's either going to Canada this week or next week. He's definitely I think he's flying to Canada for sure. But we're supposed to do separate episodes. Come back, so he still owes you guys an episode.
Yeah,
you hear that, listener? You're owed a fucking episode by Shane. So hound him down for it. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm doing my end down here, dude. I'm saying I'm doing my fucking end. Tell him, big goddamn.
Pulling your weight and more.
Pulling weight. Joining me, of course, are my fucking religious. What the fuck's the word for that?
Zealots?
Zealots would be a good word.
Yeah, acolytes.
Religious, not higher than acolytes, dude.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is
Apostles.
the higher than apostles. Even. The church is already built, dude.
Whoa.
Apostles do the heavy lifting, dude. We're basically like post Roman Empire Catholicism, the level of power we have.
We're the Cardinals.
This is the religious elite. Yeah, you guys are cardinals, bishops.
We're the inner circle.
Exactly.
I wouldn't mind being a living saint. Can I do that?
Done.
Yeah, sign me out, dude.
Done.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw 3 miracles. What was that? 3 miracles? All right, you're in, dude.
What? Oh, man.
We won't even get to that. We'll get to that.
Start the canonization, right? This episode is the canonization.
Pretty much, dude. This
Light it
is.
up.
So I got Sid the Kid, Budley. What's up,
up?
y'all? What's going on?
Yo, dude. I'm so happy to be back here with you.
This is
Oh,
fucking
it feels
tight.
good.
This is tight.
It feels good.
We needed to check in. We needed to circle up.
I was going to do it that day.
Yeah.
That I called you guys an emergency meeting. I was trying to do emergency cast.
Did
but
not think that was a real phone call because you woke me up from a nap.
Did I really?
Well, the nap was over, but that
Still.
was a really weird phone call to get.
You're in a spot. I was aware of that. That must have been jarring.
Yeah.
When you just so basically I had I went down. I did the float. I haven't done the float tank in a while, so I'm like, let me we're talking about doing what was formerly called the stink tank. Forgive me for the fucking that's not what it is. Obviously, it's way more important than that.
Yeah.
But I was preparing myself. I'm like, dude, if we're gonna do a live podcast where I'm gonna pop out of a float tank after consuming edibles, I'm like, I need to prepare myself for the reality of that situation. Because I was like, that's something to talk about, but like to actually do, I was like, let me just see how. Last time I ate an edible and hopped in a float tank, I kind of freaked out and like that was when I felt like when I had like deer body. That was when I like literally felt like a prey animal. I was like, oh, that's what prey animals feel like.
Yeah.
And I was laid in a float tank and like basically felt like a deer in the gaze of a lion. I was just panicking.
Actually executing that idea could lead to a life-altering panic attack.
I already had a couple of those, dude. So I'm ready to roll.
I'm fully.
I've
immersed.
life-altering panic attacked my way here, so it's like,
Yeah.
what else do they got?
I feel
for me?
immune now. Now when people tell me that they get anxious or paranoid when they do drugs, I'm like, you got to get more anxious and paranoid. You got to get through, dude. When you're going through hell,
People don't want to hear
stop or
it.
whatever it is.
People don't want to hear it. There's a whole thing called exposure therapy.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
I've been exposed. Excuse me.
That was definitely exposed.
Excuse me,
I feel better now.
Yeah.
I feel better now that I'm exposed to that.
Yeah, people don't want to fucking. That is a valid form of getting people over their anxiety. Is be like, all right, we'll just double down, brother. Get in there.
Yeah.
Don't get scared.
It feels like you're sitting still on the couch while like the end of Poltergeist is happening. Like just all like the ghost power moving around. Just fuck. And,
Pretty much, dude.
Yeah.
And then it passes.
It's because we don't have in our culture. We don't have an actual rite of passage.
Exactly, dude.
Like we don't have. That's a rite of passage. Like to be able to push through to the other side, like push through the darkness and get to the other side and realize that you're a man now.
Yeah, and they worked perfectly because the rites of passage were so intense that if you died, you just failed.
Yeah.
So anyone who made it through there
That's with anything.
wasn't a pussy, officially wasn't a pussy, and had some skills.
Like if
They
you,
would send you in the woods for like a week and be like, good luck, dude.
if you smoke DMT and die, you're just a pussy.
Yeah, you lose.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's people who die of heart attacks down on like ayahuasca ceremonies. Can you imagine being the other people who are like, it's because people have like cardiac stuff they just don't take care of.
Oh, they're like the people that do it as like a vacation.
It's like the dudes who shouldn't ride roller coasters. Like, well, there's
Yeah,
no.
you don't find a lot of those people in DMT cultures.
No,
Too fat for roller coasters doesn't really happen
That's
when you live in the woods. You're throwing sticks into the ocean to eat dinner.
That's a fair point because they're like, no, this stuff's generally harmless, and it's like they haven't come to grips with like American bodies going down there and be like, let me see what this stuff's all about. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, God damn it. Ah.
If you're physically incapable of rollerblading, don't go somewhere to do ayahuasca. It's just, you're gonna die.
So
if you eat too much cheese injected crust, and you know what too much is. You
So
know.
there's some dude walking around like, I'm a panther. It's like, oh God, oh fuck. They're probably like, what is this? I'm having a heart attack. It's probably got to be so. Do they have heart attacks down there?
No,
I'm pretty sure you just.
no. White people brought heart attacks down to the ayahuasca resorts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure down there you only die from being like too wise.
You get eaten a lot.
True, or you get
get eaten or
you
too
get
wise.
munched. You get munched, or you get so wise that you eventually just like find a bed of straw and you're just like, it's my time now, and the ground starts glowing around you like Avatar.
You have a Jedi's death.
That's how they're dying. We go down there like, let me see. Whoa! Like, what the fuck is this? They got to explain. They're like, they have too much food there, and they eat so much that their hearts explode. And they're like, fuck.
Yeah. What answers does this guy need? He's already fat. Why are we helping him?
That's got a rule to go down there and be fat as fuck.
We've never seen a fat person.
That's my goal, to hit the fucking third world country, like 300 pounds, being like, people would run from you. People would definitely run from you.
Yeah.
You could get Sasquatch status.
Yeah. You have to like come out at dusk and go in like just like
Yeah, you always have to be like scurrying around a tree line. I gotta do that, dude. I'm gonna start having fat tours where you go down there and you just stunt on everyone. It's just like Mr. Universe, or like the fattest people. It's whoever loses, biggest loser from not losing enough weight. Like, yo, I got another show.
You're back up. You're back up.
You just go down to third world country and you're just fucking Mr. Universe. You're like, holy fuck, holy shit.
Dude, you've ever seen the, I don't know if it's African or whatever, but their rite of passage is they make you bungee jump with like vines. You ever?
like strapped to your dick.
If you don't have enough
there's
dick,
a culture
they-
that does that.
They go up on
What?
towers
I
made of
swear to you.
sticks with
Yeah.
vines wrapped around their legs, and they jump off head first, and like some heads touch the ground.
What?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
die? Or just like,
Nah, they get up and they're like, I'm
yeah,
a
they
man
get
now.
up. I don't know. Picturing it now in my head, I don't see how it's possible. I think it's like
Yeah,
soft dirt.
They get hyped. They're so fucking hyped up on getting through to the other side
Mm-hmm.
that
Death is impossible.
basically,
You can't die when you're that.
I would say
and your
I
dick
dove.
is indestructible.
True. I dove into the shallow end of a pool one time, hit my head, so basically
Ugh, man.
I could see that. That was a pretty hard knock to the head, and I was totally fine. So yeah, I could probably jump 30 feet with some vines on my legs.
But then you're standing up there and you're like,
Oh, dude, I would be scared to jump into water.
yeah.
From the, I dove through a tube into the shallow end, and it was like bonk. It was like fuck, forgot, wrong end of the pool.
But they don't see that. All they saw was you clear the tube. Everyone up top was like, hell yeah. You're on the bottom.
I was by
bleeding.
myself, I think. I was just like jumped in, was like, oh fuck, just got out, and was like, damn it.
Damn, that rules.
But yeah, man, dude, I'm telling you, people who tell me like, oh man, yeah, I can't smoke weed, I bug out. It's like, first of all, you're probably smoking weed and like going to 7-Eleven, which is hell.
Or just watching TV. You just sit on the couch
Yeah.
and watch TV. Well, I guess that's what I'm trying to do. That's the point.
Well, once you've mastered it,
And that's when
obviously.
the creepy crawlers come out and they get a hold of you.
Once you've mastered it, you can sit and watch. You know, if you want to watch his Dark Materials with your wife.
It's
Awesome
crazy
show.
how much training I've gone through to be able to do the shit on weed that I was just going to do if I wasn't high. It's like, God, I've spent thousands of hours, and now I can finally fucking eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich by myself.
And not worry about choking, or like go to a kid's birthday
Yeah.
party and not feel weird.
That was always fun.
Going to a kid's birthday party high, this was like way early on during my first marriage, when I would go there around, nobody I was around smoked weed at all. And I would go there high and people like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm good.
Yeah, you look tired.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm just working really hard. That's so good to hit people with. When you're high as fuck, I'm just run down from working so hard. People are like, I know what that's like.
Yeah, they
Like,
grab
yeah.
your shoulder and you're like,
Yeah, I'm going to go play with kids for 45 minutes.
I'm gonna go check out that bouncy house.
Yeah, we're gonna bet a couple games.
My wife walked in on me and Ben's 9. We were having a mind battle where we're fighting with the wildest weapons that we can mime at each other. Like he's pulling out a rocket launcher from behind his back. At one point I climbed into a mech and like fought him in a giant robot mech. And my wife she opened the door to come get us, and we both turned in like the crazy poses we were in, and she was like, "You guys having a mind battle?" It's so fucking sick. Dude, having a family fucking rules.
Having a mind battle is fucking tight.
Dude,
Yeah.
get high, have a mind battle with a kid. Change your whole fucking life.
It's not fair. They're probably so fucking good at it.
Dude, you
get
need
high,
a performance enhancer.
You'll be good at it too.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah.
That is performance enhancing drugs for a mind battle.
Yeah. Oh, you think you're good at it? I'm on drugs, dickhead.
Dude. So that literally brings me to the call. I'm walking down. I literally am in the float tank. The revelation. Basically, the whole revelation was I got high in a float tank and figured out the movie The Matrix. I was like, whoa. Oh, my God. I have to call these guys right now. How was, dude, what were you guys, when I hit you guys when I just called you guys and started unloading
Did he call you before he called me? Okay. Because
yeah.
here's what I think happened. I woke up from a nap, and it was Matt was on the phone, and it was I answered, and you're like, yo, dude, what are you up to? And I was like, nothing. What about you? And you're like, hold on. And then I heard you like fumbling with your phone, and you're like, I'm trying to set up a conference call. Had just opened my eyes from a weed nap. I was like, but I do it all the time for work. I was like, it'll take me 2 seconds. Let me do it. And then we conferenced in Sid.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I was definitely second because he called me and I answered the phone and he was like, dude, conference call. I was like,
All
right.
Butterly? Butterly? Like,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
I don't have him.
He came in cool as hell. It was like, dude, conference call. I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then he was like, wait, are you Butterly? Like his confidence from the conference call.
Then I called Butterly back. I'm like, all right, I don't know what happened with Sid. He's like, I'll just hold on. I was like, yes.
From here, I need to be convinced that the rest of the phone call happened right now.
It did happen. So I got out of the thing. I was doing a voice memo, and then I was just like, fuck this. I got to call these dudes because I could lose this voice memo, and then it would, be like when those guys just like burn libraries full of ancient knowledge. I was like, I can't have this.
Yeah.
Like when ISIS sacked like a city and just burnt all their books. I'm like, no, this can't be done.
Yeah.
So it was so funny because it was so profound to me when I was like thinking of it. I'm like, it's gonna blow their guys' minds. And I got out and was like, oh, guys, well, the idea that is tight is the Church of Sacred Dawgology. That I stand by 150%.
I'll stand right next to you.
150%. I basically called you guys. I was like, I invented a church. And you're like, I think Butterly's like, I've been waiting for this. Or Sydney goes, I've been waiting for this day.
I think we both might have said that.
Yeah, that was my first response. Like, I've been waiting for this fucking
Yeah. No, I was like, I'm ready.
Yeah,
let's do this.
Sydney was
Yeah,
ready.
I'm
Butterly was
Let's go.
waiting, which obviously that's why you guys are the religious hierarchy. Either way. So so I'm in the float tank and I'm laying there. First of all, that was the original thing when I was like, can I handle, if there were like 60 to 70 people upstairs waiting, could I be high in a float tank knowing there's people that I, like pre-show kind of
You
anxiety
can hear like their
jitters?
distant chanting, like Matt.
Pretty
Matt.
much.
Dude, they're waiting for you. You're about to enter the fucking Coliseum.
Basically, dude, and you're just in the Wolverine syrup, dude. You're just laying there in the tank. You're just in the tank, dude. Just fucking. So I was like, "Can I handle this?" And I'm like, "Of course." I'm like, "I don't know, dude. I might have fucking bit off more than I can chew." I got a lot of big ideas in the pipeline. I have counterintelligence, which I still got to flesh out. I hate doing stuff and not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, saying stuff and not doing it. So I'm still waiting on counter. You know what counterintelligence is?
Yeah.
So do the podcast, trick someone in to be on someone's podcast, but secretly record them and then reveal that you're in fact a spy, and then start.
And they're on your cast.
Exactly, and then no one, and at that point, what really even is a podcast? But so I'm laying
we're
there.
at the event horizon now, pussy.
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
It's all very reductive.
I'm not even releasing this, dude. But yeah,
the singularity. Let me take Event Horizon back. Replace it with singularity.
that
pussy.
is a singularity.
Yeah.
It's just funny because there's gonna be some guy being like, "What?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not a card counter?" Be like, no. I'm not. I hate to break it to you.
Dude, the Craigslist antique dealer.
Oh,
that was perfect.
fuck, man.
Just like
Yeah.
that.
True, but I gotta get again. I needed someone who has their own podcast go on as an expert and be like, "Excuse me."
Not going to be hard.
And I'm gonna get the Morse code sound effects that goes. I'm like, Excuse me. I have to let you in on a secret. I should do this tomorrow. I have time tomorrow. But so I'm in the tank. I'm like, all right, I just get over. I'm like, I could do this. I was like, I could be high in a fucking float tank and then go up and do a pod. I'm like, I got over that really quick. I'm like, this is a doable enterprise. I could do it. And I was like, yeah, I got to get Sid the Kid and Butterly on the page though, because if they've never floated before, you have to kind of get your boots wet a little bit. Because you could just lay in that thing and just be like, what the fuck? If you like don't let go of what you're like, just kind of like get into it. I could imagine. I've heard of people just being like, yeah, I just kind of like laid in there and it was weird. I got water in my ears. And it's like that would be.
I'd be afraid of shitting. So I'm so relaxed that you just shit.
Yeah,
You worry about that?
Well, yeah. So I take because I've done it now probably like 5 times where like I make sure I don't drink too much water. I take a piss before I go in. I make sure I shit that day, like beforehand. So it's like I don't, if I even feel, because it's one of those things where before you do, you kind of get a little butterflies. You're like, ooh, this is going to be, like, this is a new thing I'm doing. So if you're hit with that, like, I kind of got to shit right now, I am like, pause.
That would ruin it for me.
I go shit. Yeah, you have to go shit. You can't be, because you can't feel any of your senses, so you'll just be a shit. Like, you'll just be having to shit for like an hour. That's the only thing you can feel. And
I wouldn't do it unless I could be so relaxed that if a shit were to occur, I would have no control over it. I wouldn't even want to stop it. I would shit in it.
Yeah, you would feel the shit in your body and all the muscles and body parts that are holding it in.
Yeah, you'd be like a grow a frog.
If I'm 30 minutes into a 60-minute transfiguration, I'm not getting out and drying off. First of all, getting out and drying off of the shower to shit in the toilet. I wish I could shit in the shower.
You'd have to fucking Texas walk up there wet too. 'Cause there's a bathrooms upstairs.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do the Texas walk out the shower to the bathroom. You have to do the wet Texan. Right?
Wet Texan.
Yeah, be wary of that, dude. You're in it naked too.
That's what's up.
So you'd have to walk out naked. You'd be like Prometheus, dude. You have to walk. He's like, just point to a toilet and like. Ugh. Yeah, so I was in there and I was like, "Fuck, dude."
You don't worry about getting salt water in your bird?
No, it's Epsom salt.
I don't know.
You mean like in your bird?
Yeah. Okay. So it's yeah. Like in the
dude, your meatus pinches off.
Have you ever been in the ocean before?
yeah. But it's not.
If you don't pee, you don't take any water back. When you pee, it's like a needle. If you pee, it takes a little back in when you stop.
Yeah, but it's the
vacuum pressure.
The dilution of salt in the ocean probably is less concentrated than the dilution of the salt.
This is dead sea levels. You float.
Yeah.
This is dead sea.
I think you're okay.
Yeah,
you're okay.
Yeah, your bird doesn't hurt. Again, do you ever pee in the shower and then your bird hurts? It's like your bird sucks in some of the hot water.
Yeah.
You don't get that.
Okay.
You get like a bird cramp when you pee in the shower. Why does that happen?
It's because the last fluid to pass through your penis changes the pH level to make like when you're gonna come, the pre-cum I think is to adjust the pH level in like your bird so that when the semen comes through, the sperm stays alive. And I think that burning sensation that you're feeling is like the clash of the pH levels or something like that.
So
that's a guess based on a couple of things that are true.
So I always thought it was vacuum.
So you got piss pH and you got cum pH, and you can't cross the two because you'll kill all your sperm.
I always thought it was.
Then you got shampoo pH. Sorry.
Oh yeah, if you get some shampoo in your bird, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
He got to come immediately.
But I think you have to pee to activate the pump to suck the liquid back into your bird just to sting it up. Because otherwise, every time you had a shower, it would hurt your bird.
Yeah, no, it's pretty closed off. It's like camel nostrils or
something. Yeah. So have you ever got like a bird pain in the ocean?
No.
But yeah, you're saying so the salt is so salty.
I didn't know what kind of salt it was. I didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, so in order for you to float, it has to be like you're right. There's a ton of salt.
Yeah.
So in order for you to float, you have to have a ton of salt in there. But it doesn't. If you have any like kind of nicks on you, it'll sting those up. You'll feel that.
Yeah, my dong has a lot of nicks on it.
Yeah, if you got some scratch, you got some scratches.
Seriously, nicked dong.
Dude, I started getting dry dick around 32.
Yeah, I mean my dick is just like dripping wet always.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess you don't beat off that much.
Here and there, I go through spurts. I like to try to discipline myself and see how long I can go.
Save up the little piggy bank.
Yeah,
that's nice.
It's it's fun. It's like one of my
get a couple extra pumps on the super soaker before you squirt it.
Yeah, I actually tried to jerk off this morning and got kind of like stopped. So I'm sitting on a nice one right now.
Yeah, I don't like when you're jerking off consistently.
Mhm.
Like the more consistently you're jerking off, like the longer it takes to come.
It's like heroin, exact
Yeah,
same thing.
so I like to take long breaks. So I don't. I mean, listen. I mean, I love jerking off, but I don't like jerking off. You know, I
hear
like
you're saying.
coming, but I don't like sitting like, oh, okay, I'm just like
Yeah.
stroking my own dick now.
Yeah, when
know,
you're
it's
doing
like-
it too much, it gets kind of weird. If you're
Yeah.
like, if you have like if you start forgetting the last time you jerked off and then you rip one out, you know you're in for a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try to. Do you ever bring your phone into the shower? Try to watch porn secretly in the
That's
shower.
specifically why I get
It's
waterproof.
not a great idea. It's not a great idea.
Horrible idea,
It's
dude.
not a great idea. Dude.
Horrible idea. And someone comes in the bathroom and you're like trying to arrange the shower curtain. It's hard. Concealing a phone while naked in the it's prison stuff, dude. It's
No.
hard.
No.
I was like, I brought my phone into the shower with like high hopes of doing like an aqua jerk with watching
Dude,
porn.
One thumb
I
slip.
got a text and I was like, ah! I thought you were sleeping. Fucking put it away. I was like, psh, right on the thing. But yeah, that's getting busted with a phone in the shower is tough stuff.
I don't jerk off watching
Mhm.
something.
Yeah, you told me
I
that
like-
before.
Yeah, like I bank things and then
That's the
jerk
best
off
way.
to-
That's
Oh, I
the
forgot.
safest.
Sid's cum origin story was beating off in the woods.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
Yeah.
That was the first time you came?
It was routine,
probably,
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah.
said, you steadily beat in the
Yeah,
woods.
because I had a pretty packed house. So like, I didn't really, you know, when I was living with, when I was living with my grandma, there was nowhere to beat off,
True.
and it was just,
It was just you and gay dads out in the woods. That's who jerks off in the woods.
yeah.
Gay
Well, like,
dads,
my-
young hot hetero teens, dude. It's kind of a wild mix, dude. You're a prey out there.
Yeah. So the first time that like the first time that I really remember coming, like I got jerked off by a girl in the woods,
That's what's up.
and then I was like, I can always go because where we were was a pretty secluded spot. It's like I can always do that again.
So it was like secret. That was like sacred jerking ground.
basically,
You would go back out there and get basically be like, this is where I got jerked off the first time.
yeah, I guess. I mean, it's also like we had pretty good woods in my area.
Hot
Yeah.
woods.
Yeah,
That's
good,
fucking awesome.
good jerk. Yeah, I didn't. I was a pretty risky jerker when I mean, I didn't realize. Like once I realized how dangerous it was to be jerking off outside, and how frowned upon it was like, oh my god, oh.
Dude,
Yeah, never again.
imagine getting found by like a group of hobbyist paintballers. They would light you the fuck up.
That would be a rite of passage to see if I could.
Oh,
As you're running away, they're
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
got you, dude. I got you, dude.
how many jerks did you catch in the woods? If you had to count them.
There are 5 that I can specifically remember.
Gotcha.
Like that's the first number that came. But I'm
you-
pretty sure there were.
In terms of like etiquette, was it like pants down to the ankles? Like were you showing ass? Or
No,
was it
well-
kind of like
No, there's a learning curve. I mean, I came on my windbreakers a couple times here and there. It's so by the end of
you swishing home from jerking off outside? Swish, swish, swish.
by the end of my jerking off in the woods, I was basically like on like a 45-degree lean up against a tree, like holding it with one hand
That's
and
awesome.
like jerking with the other, like a plank.
Oh my
It
god,
just yeah,
that's all. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna go out into the Norristown woods and just rub nylon together and see if I can attract gay dads.
It'd be sick if you built a treehouse in the woods to beat off in. A jerk shack in the treetops.
That's good. That's good jerking, dude.
Yeah. I mean, if I built a treehouse in the woods, I would definitely jerk off in it.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
kind of
or
pissed because I think we had a fort and I don't think I ever jerked off in it.
Yeah.
There was porn there too, and I think I just checked it out and didn't jerk off.
Dude, I thought it was crazy when my friends were telling me about like them jerking off in their house. Like the idea, we had so many rooms in the house that I lived in that didn't have doors. So the idea of jerking off in a room anywhere was just like, it was terrifying.
The bathroom was a heavy jerking off station in my house.
See, but our bathroom, you couldn't be in the bathroom for more than like 2 minutes before somebody else was knocking on the door.
Yeah, we used to there was a drawer near the door, and we'd pull the drawer out. So, because people would obviously pick the lock every single time to try to catch you jerking off.
Yeah.
So you'd pull the drawer out, and the drawer would stop the door from opening, and then you'd be able to like be like, all right, I'm out. You get a clean break. Or people, what the fuck are you doing? And be like,
Yeah.
It's so funny to imagine Sid just like trying to beat off indoors and just getting like claustrophobic. Just the walls are closing and he starts sweating. He's like, I can't do this.
Dude, not having a bedroom door. I was in my brother's house where I didn't have a bedroom door. It's a different room experience.
Yeah.
Where it's like anytime, anywhere. So yeah, it's tough to catch a beat like that.
Yeah, you learn a different type of politeness when you live in a house with no doors.
True.
You get gazelle hearing when you're beating off with no door. You know, each person's footfall, their gait, you could identify them by distant sound.
Who's here? Yeah, I want to do a show like Scandal, but instead of like a hot affair, it's just a guy jerking off somewhere. It's no Carrie Matheson or whatever. It's like the president, and he fucking gets to a room, and it's just like, oh, fuck, oh, God. Mr. President. He's like, ugh. So, excuse me for the detour. So I called you guys. So I'm in the float tank, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm thinking about doing the show, and I'm like, damn, that'd be fucking wild. And I'm like, it is doable. And then I don't know, I've kind of forgot what the fuck I was really thinking about, but I got real into the idea of like manipulating reality. That's the thing I'm really into right now is the manipulation of reality, and how like if you're not doing that, you're just fucking, you're out here floating around. If you're not consciously at least attempting.
Literally preaching to the choir.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, who the fuck am I talking to?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm like,
yeah, you know who you called.
well, exactly, dude. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, you have to. So at first I'm laying there, I'm like, damn, because I entered into like literally I was thinking about mystical experiences and how there's scientific literature about the clinical benefit of mystical experiences, and it's just like a part of our brain none of us are using right now. That's the stuff with the mushroom studies when they say like people stop smoking after one experience with mushrooms for up to 18 months, and it's like it confounds psychiatric science to where it's like, no, you have to get people, you got to alter their neurochemicals, and it's like, no, dude, you can have somebody have like a mystical experience from a substance, and they stop, they quit smoking, they stop doing heroin, blah blah blah. There's a bunch, and nobody really knows the science. Like the scientists right now have no fucking clue how that works.
Do you think any of it could be attributed to the fact that the mind isn't fully understood yet?
Exactly, bro. Are we having a mind battle right now, dude?
Yeah. I'm channeling Shane. I got to shut this down for my friend. I know Shane, when he hears this, he's going to be like, this is...
Oh, my God.
He's going to say, what the fuck are you doing?
First of all...
I'm trying to be a good friend right now.
First of all, you're agent smithing me. Second of all, I'll get to that.
I myself, Tim Butterly, 100% on board with the idea. But
no, I need skepticism, dude. This is, obviously, Dawgology doesn't. We're not kicking out the church, dude. We literally can stand up to science.
I can't wait till this also turns into a Wigger clothing brand. Dawgology denim shorts.
That'd be tight for all of our apparel just to be in like FMBG jeans or. Well, no. All the apparel, honestly, is Matrix T-shirts, dude. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. Only used GameStop employee promotional shirts. I'm trying to wear like Crash Bandicoot forced merchandise. That's Dawgology, dude.
So I'm in the tank, and I'm like, damn, dude. People should be having mystical experience. It's not that hard. You eat a weed edible, hop in a float tank, and if you've trained yourself not to bug out, you can literally relax in a float tank to the point where like you literally. It feels like you leave your body. It's fucking crazy.
I can't wait.
It's so fucking awesome. You guys did the deep dive.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like that if you just weren't aware of your body at all.
How much of the deep dive did you explain on here?
I didn't really explain it that much.
Interesting.
I talked a little bit about it on the Twitch stream, but I don't know if I actually covered it.
Well, I've explained it. It's basically you, and this is what Shane calls it. You're just getting high. It's like, sure, bro. True. Sure, if you're gonna be a Western fucking materialist on me, sure, dude. Sure, I'm having a mystical experience, but yeah, I'm just fucking high in a float tank. If you want to be a naysayer, fine, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, it's really just taking a moderate, whatever's moderate to heavy amount of cannabis is what I call it now. Whatever that is to you, take that. And when I ever tell people, I'm like, next time you do it, just lay on a couch with your eyes closed the entire time and listen to like some sort of like music or just whatever. You don't have to listen to it. But nobody does that where they just like stop for 2.5 hours and just close their eyes without sleeping.
Yeah, it was like psychedelic meditation.
Exactly, dude. And it's fucking wild what it does. It's pretty nuts what it does. Like in terms of the shit you start thinking of that like literally if I sit all day and torture myself trying to think of cool stuff. usually to no avail.
Yeah.
So then it's like, oh, I do this, and then it's like, and it's not like I'm actively trying. I just relax. All of a sudden, dude, bam, this think tank becomes the sacred church of Dawgology.
You upgraded it.
I upgraded it. I wasn't even trying, dude.
You nailed it.
I literally connected to the source.
Dude, when we did the deep dive, I created a visual representation for what I believed was my lifelong chronic anxiety. It slowly revealed itself to me to be a manifestation of the plant goddess. What do you call her? Santa Maria?
Of course.
It was Santa Maria, dude. My anxieties weren't holding me back. It was the plant goddess let me know that she was going to fucking push me forward. I was like, dude, I realized this all. I went home. I tried to explain it to my wife. I felt like a gigantic retard. She was nice about it, though.
Dude, no, when you try to, that's the thing, too.
Yeah, I haven't even tried. I'm not even going to try.
I try, and Brittany just shakes her head at me, but it's also like, was that beneficial to visualize that in that way?
Oh, for sure. And I had a nice time. It was a really nice afternoon.
Exactly. And it's also like, it lets you feel ideas in a way that we're not really used to. Because you can explain it all you want, it doesn't make sense. But if you feel an idea, you're like you'll just be like, God, families rule.
Well,
once
you're internalizing everything, and it's almost like your internal monologue turns off, and then you start being able to just explore your feelings just as like the emotion. You don't actually have to I know this is hard to explain, but I think I'm already pretty close. You're laying there, your internal monologue shuts off, and now you're exploring your feelings without writing a script for your side and then like imagining someone else having the other side of the conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just it becomes and the visual aspect kind of like elevates it, and
we get to see them. I'll have like when I get into that state, a lot of times I'll just be chilling. I'll be like just like a weird feeling like a separate entity, and I can sit there and like slide out my deep bedrock fears and be like, what's this one? And it's like, have a heart attack? Probably won't have a heart attack. Put that one back in there, and I can pull out all these weird, not like subconscious fears, but fears that like affect me on a daily level. Like you were saying, you interact with them, you can just like look at them, and you're like, rather than just kind of like running on those.
Yeah, that was my big revelation from the whole thing. Oh, I ended up having a real life impactful revelation from the whole experience.
What was it?
So yeah, I was just getting high in the basement with my boys.
Yeah,
true.
Obviously, dude.
I'll concede.
If you're going to
that.
Agent Smith us. Sure.
However, I realized I had this huge anxiety about missing out. Like, so now, I don't need to bring this up, but you guys pushed us on to start the fucking Dad Meat cast. Me and Rainey are firing. We're at 100 miles an hour here on out. No big deal. But we're kind of running ourselves ragged, like pursuing opportunities and goals and shit like that. And so that feels really good to get like returns on all that. Like we've good responses and shit. But I had a new fear that I was like, oh no, I'm gonna push too hard for like success, and I'm gonna miss out on like those fucking moments I love to collect with my children. Right. I have 3 kids, and so I started to spin out. I went into the fucking anxiety spin out on that, and then I realized like, all I have to do is commit to just like going out of my way to create new memories with the fucking kids. It was as simple as that. I felt better. I still feel better about it. That's one anxiety that can't even touch me anymore. Dude,
that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to explain this stuff because a lot of this is kind of going on like in a almost not an ineffable, but like an emotional level that it's hard to put in words. It's like beyond kind of our words a little bit. Not to make it grandiose, but it's
not grandiose. It's
weird fears that you can't really articulate, and then you can explain those to yourself and in a way that makes you feel better.
If anything, I'm trying to say that your internal monologue trips you up.
Exactly.
Because you get so focused on like what the verbiage.
And because it becomes so since it's in your mind, in your own mind rather, it feels so real and true. So if you believe the validity of something that you give yourself, for example, so one of the things that I was dealing with in the deep diver that I came out of feeling better about, I noticed. So I have a few people that like when I see them, it's on site.
Yeah.
Right. And
I know about that.
you know what? But it's. I was still giving that to myself. Like, I don't need to do that. And the reason why that was the case, or that I feel like it needs to be on site with these people, is because
they're fucking corny.
Well, I felt like they caught me at a time when my hands were tied, and I couldn't put my hands on them.
Yeah.
And they were taking advantage of the fact that I couldn't put my hands on them. But now I don't have the fears of losing the things that I could have lost then. So I feel like I can't let these people walk around thinking that they could treat. Like, dude, one of the people came at Ansley.
Really?
Yeah, like said stuff about her.
Damn.
And it's like hard to let go. And then, you know, while I was in that deep dive, I felt like I came to terms with that. Like, I don't have to. I mean, I have jujitsu now. Like, that's where I get my edge out. Like, I can do what I need to there. But so,
dude, dropping it on site's a big deal.
So I didn't even know I dropped it, and then Butterly posted something about that involved one of these people, and I saw it, and I was like, man, it didn't even move my meter.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, it was just like whatever. I just like, as a matter of fact, I just enjoyed the fact that I knew he sucked. You know, so it's like I felt pretty good about that.
I think it's something people should at least do. It's better than pretty much anything, honestly.
Yeah, I
like when people sit all day and don't do shit and like, oh, that's stupid. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Try it. Just try it out. Worst comes to worst.
Dude, no one's quicker to say that's stupid than someone who's doing absolutely nothing.
That's true. Yeah. Well, dude,
ask for an alternative. When you're talking about someone and someone says that's stupid, ask them for something better. They're gonna go,
dude. So I'm sitting there. So basically, that's a good way of explaining it. So when you add the tank, it's like, I'm telling you, it's a serious fucking. It's like a serious difference, but it also takes with weed. It's like, you know, if you just take mushrooms, it just hijacks you to the point where you're not really in control of it. You're just like, what the fuck's going on? With a lot of weed, you have to kind of still use your brain and kind of like think your way. Like if you know what I mean? Like if you take a ton of mushrooms, you're just like, man, like looking around like, whoa.
Yeah, calling your wife so that you could dictate a movie script to her over the phone. Yeah, no big deal.
Dude, so I'm in the tank. I'm sitting there. I'm like, damn, dude, people need to start having mystical experiences. This is bullshit that we're not having them. And I was like, so I started thinking about that. I'm like, I'm doing the show, where, you know, we all come out of the flow tanks doing a live podcast. I'm like, fuck, man, this is gonna be crazy. And then it just literally, I just kind of relaxed and let go. Obviously, communing with Santa Maria, and I'm like, I started thinking about the fact. I'm like, so this is. And I was like, this is what you have to do. You have to be having your vision quest. You have to be having your mystical experiences. You use that to basically tell you what you're going to do with yourself. So then you come up with a literal vision of like, all right, this is what I want to do based off my mystical experience. This is like the thing that feels right for me to do. It feels very right. And then you take the time you need to figure that out pretty efficiently, or to the point where like you feel good about at least starting this, and then you find Bay, dude. You have to find once you've been in enough mystical states where you've like been like, this is the thing that I'm going to do, and not be weird and complainy all day about like, yeah, this like you can't do that. You can't just be walking around all day complaining about I'm doing something I don't like. It's like, okay.
Every time I feel like I want to complain about something, it just tells me that I have to adjust something. I'm like, if I'm stuck around something that makes me complain, I gotta adjust my algorithm.
Dude, that's every time I start complaining about Brittany, it's like, you're being a pussy, dude. And every time I think about it long and deep enough, I'm like, fuck, I am being a pussy. I'm being a fucking pussy.
That's like Tim said, if it's worth complaining about, it's worth changing.
Yeah, exactly. Or at least try. That's the thing. It's like, well, it's easy for you to say. It's like, dude, first of all, none of us, I would say 99% of us aren't going to starve to death. So it's like, you might lose, your car might be a shittier one. Like, you know, if you start making changes, like, shit might suck a little bit, but like, you're not going to fucking die. Yeah. As a direct result of it.
I sometimes help people start working out, you know, like just workout period. And one of the things that I do it for free, but they have to kind of do it my way, right? And so one of the things that I tell them is like, you can't complain about any workout, not even jokingly. Yeah. Because it messes with your psyche. Like, even if you jokingly complain about how hard something was, it makes you a little less likely to go hard the next time.
How do they take it when you tell them no funny business?
Most of them are pretty blown away because they immediately see how it's going to affect the way that they work out. Yeah. And then others have, like, once they get into the workout and they find themselves about to complain, and they substitute that out with something positive. So I say you can't joke about how hard it is. What you can joke about is how jacked you're going to get or how good you're going to look.
Yeah.
right? And then
I don't joke about either of those, but yeah.
you said you don't.
I'm dead serious when I'm talking about how jacked I'm gonna get.
Yeah. Or that don't be funny about.
No, I got
right?
what you're saying.
What I'm
Yeah. Be
So
like,
it's
oh, I suck at this. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a comedian.
basically.
You know I don't go to the gym. I'm a comic. I
Yeah.
fucking hate
And then
that.
it's also like challenge yourself, because I am helping comedians get in shape.
Sure.
It's like, dude, challenge yourself. Anybody can make fun of how hard working out is. That's what every hack comedian's doing.
True.
Like entertain. Like I'm here too. Entertain me. Don't fucking bore me.
Yeah.
You know. So, but it's you can see how it affects people. It changes them immediately, and it is to not. I'm not trying to double back to this, but it is almost a mystical experience for them. Like it's a spiritual experience for them. They're almost open up to a whole new, because they wrote a narrative about themselves. Like, I can't work out. I'm fat.
Yeah.
You know? And now when they have this, like, wait a second, if I change my mindset on working out, that's all it is.
Yeah, they're giving themselves permission to like let a part of themselves out that was kind of hidden behind like.
You just gotta get out of your own way, dude.
I'm silly, exactly, dude. So I'm in the tank. Literally, I'm in the tank, and I'm like, all right. So you have to have mystical experiences, and this is something you just can do. If you're sitting there like I don't know what to do with myself, the edibles, the tank, whatever you need to do, the volcano, vape pens, whatever. Get yourself into a state where you're kind of like, whoa, fuck, this is kind of scary. Hit the tank, ride it out, and just literally just shut your mind off and just try to just before you get in there be like, I'm gonna think about the shit I'm doing that I don't like. And it's weird how your brain just starts to like hitting you like, what about this? And you're like, what the fuck? I've never even considered that. It's crazy. So the idea is then you use the vision you have, find Bay. So if you're hitting Tinder dates or whatever, and you're going to rather than just being like, I'm on a date and you're like trying to be hot, I guess, for a chick or whatever you're doing, you just go and meet her and you're just like, what are you trying to do with yourself? First of all, they never.
You ever float?
Yeah, dude, seriously.
Do you like weed and
tie-dye?
floating?
Like, have you ever fucking floated? No, the idea is, dude, you just totally straight man them. You're just kind of like, so what are you trying to do with yourself? Usually they're more so in the seat of being like, what are you doing?
Impress me.
Yeah,
Talk good.
Give me a funny one-liner. So if you just hit the scene, like, what are you trying to do with yourself? And they're like, well, and you're like, here's my vision quest. And then if they start doing stuff, you're like, well, if our visions don't align, if we don't have synergy between our visions, then this isn't going to work.
Oh,
Dude, it's
man.
I'm telling you,
I
it's
feel
fucking
like that's
pointless.
how pimps also collect whores.
Yeah, right.
Like because you're it's like you're
Tell me who to suck
you're
right
making
now.
her want it. You're Tom Sawyer. You're like Huck Finn in them. Like you can't paint this fence.
I'm telling you, man, because otherwise it gets in this weird power dynamic where it's like you're showing up, they're like, what's this? Like they're just assessing you in terms of like, whatever the list of stuff is, if that makes sense. It's kind of cynical, but it's like, I feel like, especially when you're dating as you're older.
Absolutely not. It's not cynical. It's not cynical to point out negativity and choose not to participate in it.
True that.
As minute as, dude, start with the smallest negativities in your life and put your fucking foot down.
True.
Say, I'm not fucking participating in it.
That's what it is.
That's all it is, dude.
You hit the date and you're just kind of like right away you come out and you're not even being like, usually when guys are like, well, I've been traveling, I'm business, I make a lot of, I have a nice car. It's like, dude, skip all that. You can skip all of it. Obviously, if you pull up in like a fucked up van, I mean, I got pussy in a fucked up van, but whatever.
Yeah,
it
can be done
for 2 years. It can be done for sure. But if you roll up on a chick and you're just kind of like, what are you doing with yourself? And like, I don't even want to pursue this. If you don't have a vision that I can align with, this is our union's pointless. Because then it just devolves into that weird standard relationship of like, meh, and no one knows what either person's actually trying to do with themselves. And you just start having weird power struggles and being like, you shouldn't leave that there. And you start fighting. It just turns into a fucking bullshit.
That's kind of though what every woman is looking for. Like you almost can't get denied. Like she'll be like, "Take me with you." Like there's no way. She's
a vision quest.
Yeah,
there's no way fighting over dumb shit. I was like, "Don't tell me that. I hope that's not the truth."
No, but it's like if you like a woman is looking for, especially in America and in our in our materialistic society, right? Like a woman is looking for a guy to come and sweep her out of her mundane existence into something new and exciting, and. A vision quest in the basement is pretty exciting.
And, well, it's also like, because you'd hear people be like, you think I'm just sitting around waiting for you? It's like, even if you have a regular ass fucking job and you're out like doing the damn thing, if someone comes up and like, I'm doing something sick right now, they're obviously gonna be like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do agree with you on
it's
that.
It's like you meet her and immediately it's like, listen, I don't fuck with your dumb friends.
That'd be pretty tight.
Yeah.
Well, all you'd have to do is hit them up and be like, what are you literally trying to do with yourself? Because then, like, if a chick hits a tailspin while you're like with her and they're having like identity shit, it's like fucking crazy. Because you're just like, what's your plan here? And they're like, fuck you, like you can't.
Yeah.
If you just literally you find Bay, finding Bay is nothing. You have to stabilize Bay.
Dude.
You have to stabilize Bay by joining your guys' vision, and then you're just you're her reality warrior out in reality, just trying to attain the vision, which is fucking crazy. It's an awesome way to live.
When you get a Bay spinning out, and then she goes to report back to fucking HQ with her fucking gaggle around her, and they're all like, they want to exacerbate it, because that's how lady circles feed, dude. They like. They're like the fucking monster from The Outsider. They're grief eaters or whatever it's called. They're like, you should cheat on your boyfriend.
Yeah, he's not.
You deserve it. Things aren't going your way.
Let's have wine now.
Quit your job. Tell them that you need help. And then as their life gets worse, the friends around them are like, this feels good to us temporarily. Until it's your turn to spin out.
That's the darkness, bro. And I think you're 100% right. People don't want to hear that at all.
No.
Yeah.
But 100%.
Well,
dude.
that's why you have to let them know right away that you don't respect her friends. Because here's where a lot of guys mess up.
Mm-hmm.
They try to impress this girl by showing her how he can be cool with her friends.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's acquiescing to that friend group. So that friend group to the girl now seems more powerful. Because like if he's acquiescing to it, like I guess me going to them for advice makes sense.
That's the type of dude
True.
that gets cheated on at bachelorette parties.
100%.
Well, they also there is that
100%.
weird like dating rite of passage where, yeah, they're like there's always some friend, if not a couple, who are like, we have to meet you and approve of you. It's
Yeah,
just like, shut the
it's like
fuck
no,
up.
I'm not meeting your friends.
Yeah.
I'm never meeting them.
We fucking known her since college, all right? And I fucking, first of all, I fucking love her. And if you think you're gonna hurt her, I will fucking kill you. It's
Yeah.
like, cool.
It's like
The
it's
second she
Wednesday.
trips,
You're
the
hammered.
The second this girl trips up, you're gonna get in her ear and make her spin it into a life-destroying situation.
Yeah, dude, they do. That is something, man. When Bays hit 30, it gets very. I've said it before. It gets very Games of Thrones-ish, dude, or Game of Thrones-ish.
It's
And
the vibrating football game. They're all just spinning in circles, crashing into each other because they all short circuit. They short circuit and start buzzing.
And they do. Some of them start getting married. Some of them start. And there's these milestones that, like, if they see their Bay friends hitting, they're instantly just like trying to like grab their ankles and like, get back down here with us, dude.
Yeah.
You got to fuck Chads on Tinder with us, dude.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, man. Girl world that's what I'm saying, dude. So you have to vision. This is just like, it's such a cool way to just approach your life in general, where it's like you're in a fucking float tank, you're stoned, and you're just like having literal visions, dude. You're having body sensations. I'm like, I left my body at a point where and it's like I'm sitting there, just being kind of like, all right, like going with it, but I wasn't just like making this shit up. I was literally just like, it took a little work on my part to like slow my breathing and just kind of like really let go and just kind of release and give into it. Dude, there was one point, I'm going to get made fun of this so bad. I'm in the float tank. I'm obviously channeling Santa Maria. And I'm like, dude, we have merged. There's no more, because I have weird religious superstitions hung over from Catholic grade school where I'm like, what if Santa Maria is the devil, dude? And I'm like, oh no, I'm scared. I'm in the float tank. What if Santa Maria is the devil? And I'm like, can't be a pussy, dude. The Incans weren't bitches. They weren't worried about the fuck. I'm like, we got fucking tricked by all that bullshit. Anyway, so I'm like, sitting in the tank. I'm sitting in the tank. Dude, I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I all of a sudden this is after I had the thing about stabilizing Bay. I'm like, so you find Bay, stabilize Bay, hit her with your vision, try to get her coming up with some form of vision for herself. And then you just literally are like, all right, this is what we're doing together. Here's the grand vision. I'm just a reality warrior for you, trying to bring this in, which like just makes the day by day so much less pointless and fun.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, I just don't see how you can argue with that. But so I'm in the tank. I'm kind of nice. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. This is cool. I feel literally what feels like a vagina just going up and down on me. Not lying, bro. I've read about this.
Wait. You
I had a cosmically sexual experience.
A vagina touching you?
It wasn't like, it didn't feel like
Enveloping you?
No, it didn't feel like a, and I was thinking about this while it was happening. It wasn't.
You got sucked by Santa Maria.
She rode out, bro. So, dude. Oh my God. And I've read about that. It's called it's like a cosmically sexual experience. So I've read about this before. People who have done this, where they have what's called like a cosmically erotic experience. I've heard about women getting fucked while doing yoga. It's called ganja yoga, where they like get really high and do yoga. And this chick was like, I was getting fucked.
Well, Bikram was raping ladies.
No. True. She was by herself, and I like didn't even think anything of that. And it wasn't like a direct like I'm in pussy, but it was like a weird sensation where I'm like, this feels kind of weirdly good. And dude,
Did you get hard?
I got fucking hard. That's the proof. Because I'm like, this is all in my head. I got rock fucking hard to the point where I thought I could come, but I didn't out of respect for us. I was like, I can't come in his float tank, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, Santa Maria, stop it. I felt like there was someone on top of me riding me
She
to
was
the point where
testing you.
I got hard as fuck, dude. In the float tank, got hard as. So I'm telling you, this is fucking 30 minutes in. I kind of get like weird cosmic pussy. I'm all of a sudden now I'm a reality warrior for my bae. Which, by the way, I went home and gave her this talk, and she was all about it. Then I was like, oh, I came up with the float tank. She's like, what? Fuck this. She got all pissed, but whatever. I'm still working that out.
Yeah.
She was all into it, dude. It literally, again, that talk of like being like, well, what are you actually trying to do with it? I've never asked her that in my life. Like, what are you actually trying to do here? And she was like, oh. And then, we talked about it. And then it was like, okay, all of our weird bullshit for the moment dissipated.
Dude.
Where it was like, dude, that day I had stormed out of Target and walked home. That's the level of relationship we're working with.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're not doing awesome. Yeah. So it's like we're fighting, we're stressed, and then like to be able to lay in a float tank, then come home and just like be like, I'm going to interact with you this way, and I mean it, and it's going to just dissolve a bunch of our problems. It's like, why the fuck aren't a bunch of people doing this?
Do you think if I practiced hard enough, I could hands-free come in the float tank?
Dude, well, out of respect for Russ, I'm not.
No,
I'm
like,
not coming
hypothetical. Hypothetical. I'm not
Dude,
coming
I
in Russ's
think
tank.
I could, and I was the first person because Sydney, I think you've said you've busted a no-hander.
Yeah.
I was the first person to be like, Sydney, no fucking way. And I thought about you. I was like, Sydney definitely did a no-hander because I was getting close to being able to fucking rip a fucking blessed rope, dude.
Yeah, we talked about that like
We've talked
years ago.
Yes,
You're
dude.
gonna bust a rosary.
Bust a fucking rosary, dude.
So I've done it. I've done it
Pray on
twice.
it real quick
I've done
while
it
it's in the air.
twice.
Like,
Yeah, I busted, and you can.
you mind nut it twice.
Yeah. So and it's like you can. It's like the craziest thing. It's like almost like a Kegel thing. I guess the best way to describe it. But you can feel like it's a much like when I'm fucking or jerking off. Like I don't feel the things that are pumping out the cum.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like
Your balls.
Yeah, like
No, yeah, I know
there's
what you're
like
saying,
something in the
There's
shaft that kind of like
the
you can, like,
epididymis,
feel
yeah.
it. Yeah, you can feel it like
The piston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
And
Your
it's like
dong.
you- it's almost like you mind manipulate those.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like I would imagine that like you were
Guy
starting to
playing an
feel
old-timey
those.
organ, just pulling on
Yeah, basically.
I'm
various
telling you, I
contraptions
can't.
and
I
ropes.
was the first one to be like, you can't have a nut. You can't bust a nut without touching your dick. I was like, sorry, it just doesn't work. I was in there, and I maybe I was I might have been bucking upwards. I might have been thrusting a little, and I was like,
you were thrusting,
a
dude.
little bit, little. I was fucking.
You got to thrust.
I
You
wasn't.
gotta move
I
your hips a
was
little.
thrusting to the point where as much thrust as you get from squeezing your butt cheeks. That's all. I wasn't jackhammering from the bottom, dude.
Yeah.
I was just pinching my butt cheeks a little bit, dude. Getting into it.
You were slow pumping from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just meeting her in the middle.
Like genuine.
Yeah, I was
To
just
fuck a space goddess.
I was just meeting her in the middle, bro. That's all. I was just being a gentleman, dude, and meeting her in the middle.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, it sounds so ridiculous, but the fact that I got a boner.
I'm gonna
like,
try to
just-
replicate this.
And I wasn't visualizing anything. It just felt like there was it very loosely felt like there was a sniz.
Was your bird near the surface of the water, going in and out of the surface, like bobbing up and down?
It's possible, dude.
Yeah, you were fucking the surface tension.
Yeah.
Hey, that's very possible, dude. That
Wow.
makes sense.
A water jerk. That's rare.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So the reason why I ended up even trying it is to go back to what Tim Butterly was saying earlier. I don't know why I use your full name, but it's we were watching.
Well, we're talking about science first of all. But
yeah.
Come on, advanced physics.
So
That's why that guy dropped the apple. He's like, I wonder if I can fuck a bathtub.
Use surface tension in a sentence. They have to use your full name for 15 minutes.
Well, Ansley and I were watching Real Sex. It was like years ago in college, like decades ago. And there was a woman that was claiming to be able to have hands-free orgasms. And it was like the whole entire episode was about that. And it was like, if she can do it, I can do it.
For sure.
And Ansley was like, you can't do that. And I was like,
Watch.
I can fucking
Did she
do it.
witness?
Well, okay, the
Actually, it doesn't
the
even
first
count.
one,
So a
no,
girl
yeah, the
watched
first,
me.
I know. Hold on.
Sorry.
The first one she watched.
That's cheating. That's not fair.
Hold on. I needed a witness.
True.
It was a challenge that she issued. Like I couldn't do it, and then have her come in the room like honor code did it.
True.
You know, so.
True.
The first one had to be seen, but I did
Fuck.
take that into consideration because it was horny as fuck. Like the idea of her staring at my dick,
Someone's
to watch
staring
something
at me,
happen.
betting me I couldn't
Yeah.
come. I almost did just now, saying
Yeah.
that out loud.
I mean, dude, that's it's still impressive. It's a very erotic experience. It's also
Yeah.
just staring at a girl until you come. I mean, that's a dream come true for a bae.
Yeah, I mean, I was
First of
like, I had to close my eyes a lot. I had to like focus and like really try to. And it wasn't easy.
Do you have to touch your stomach at all?
Nah, I mean,
kinda
I
helps.
was just like my hands down at my sides, like on the futon.
Regulation, dude.
Yeah,
Sitting
Yeah.
up or laying down?
laying down. I was laying down.
Did she sprinkle like a circle of fucking
Nah, she
baking
was
soda around
off
you?
on the side. She had to be. It was kind of like she had to be kind of out of my sexual aura.
Sure,
you
yeah.
know, you know, try and like just stand over there.
What kind of rope are you talking on a mine nut?
It was like it was up a couple packs.
Okay,
like on
so you hit the belly.
yeah.
I would be happy for an oozer if I could mind ooze. That's all I would take that.
Yeah.
Mind rope is fucking intense, dude. I
Yeah,
guess once
mine
you-
is too. It wasn't as intense as my normal. 'Cause
Sure.
I can go.
Did you
I can
lock
listen to
out
this.
every joint? I feel like you can't have any relaxation in your joints. You got to be completely rigid.
You got to squeeze your thighs for sure on that
Yeah,
one.
straight legs,
Yeah.
If you
straight
want
arms.
if you want to come, you got to. There is something with your thigh muscles. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If you
Yeah.
squeeze out, lock out your joints.
yeah, it helps.
I remember being pretty. So the next time I tried it was in
You broke your leg.
yeah. Like the next time I tried it was in the bathroom, standing up, just like
Hands on your hips.
I mean, I was doing all sorts of things. I was in there. Dude, that took forever. Like,
Yeah.
that was like it was just like a very, like a very dank environment. Like it was like a college.
Just
it was
watching the sun and moon time lapse out the window behind him while he's standing still trying to come.
Did you have roommates?
I had a single. I
Oh,
had a
that's
single.
awesome.
But it was also a
City, you
single,
still in there?
It was a single bathroom. Like I didn't
That's
have a
cool.
bathroom in my room. It was like, but as soon as I opened the door, the bathroom was right there.
Got you.
So, but it was a bathroom that everybody on the floor would knock on to try to use because that was our shitting bathroom because it was a private bathroom.
Yeah.
So it was like, there was a lot of anxiety over that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best come, but I got it out. I
did
proved
it.
to myself that I could do it.
And you already had a witness on the first one, so it counted.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's definitely something that's in the lore.
How would she feel if you were to like I mind cummed again? What if you started doing that like all the time?
I don't think I wouldn't be shocked if she doesn't believe I'm always doing that. You know?
Do you mind? Were you like 2 and done?
No, I mean I never really tried it again. I mean it
Sure.
was quite a bit of an effort, but the whole thing that
I'd love to do this just like sitting under a waterfall, letting it like crest over my shoulders, like a small waterfall in like a creek. Just letting the water drape over my shoulders. I'm just hands free coming under it. God, how sick would that be?
My version of this is I try to give myself a Clixon hand job. You know Clixon?
no.
It's like the person who just rubs the bottom of the shaft, and the dude is like, oh, and eventually comes.
Tight.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I tried doing a Clixon hand job.
Yeah, when I met Ansley, I was like super into basically a college juvenile version of the same stuff I'm into now. But I was really into being able to control my mind and manipulate reality, right?
Dude.
So, and I have Ansley to verify this. I swear to God, I invented the Wim Hof breathing method in college, and I was trying to
What?
get Ansley to do it.
What specifically? You mean like
The-
hold
the-
your breath?
The deep breathing, to hold the breath, and like I noticed that it changed something in me, and I could raise and lower my body temperature, and like so. She lived in a suite,
Mm-hmm.
and we're at a college, so
Yeah.
we're like we're trying to run experiments to see if I can actually do it. So it was like hold ice in both hands, and have one hand not melt the ice and one hand melt the ice.
Dude.
Yeah.
You confused a lot of white girls who were meeting their first. They got this extra bone that lets them manipulate temperature.
She just went home to her parents like Dragon Ball Z's real. It's fucking real.
He was Scorpion and Sub-Zero
Fuck,
at the
dude.
same time.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was like that's all. I mean, it was because I was when I was hit by the car when I was a kid.
Mhm.
So I was out for a few days, like 5 to 7
Right.
days or something, and it was never described to me as a coma,
Mm.
right? But it was just I was out in intensive care, and then I just had like what was going on in my mind. I remember it very vividly, and for the rest of my life, I've been trying to get back to that.
Whoa.
You need a new coma.
Yeah,
Nah,
You try and get into a coma.
True, dude.
yeah.
I got Brittany's car, dude. I'll go 27 miles an hour. We'll try to replicate it. Dude, that's fucking... yeah, because you said you spent like a week kind of laid up. As a week for... how old were you?
It was the summer between 4th and 5th grade.
Dude, a week for a 9 to 10-year-old? I guess that would be... yeah, 9 to 10. That's an eternity, dude.
Yeah.
In bed? That's fucking wild. That's tight.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
That's tight. You became primed for mystical states, dude.
Dog, right
that
then
young.
and there. Right,
The ice
I'm
thing's
built for
so
this.
fucking tight.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, dude, basically it takes me to my next point. So you find Bay, stabilize Bay, which obviously you did. You came in front of her, no
Oh,
handed.
I broke her like a Comanche.
Yeah, that's... you just stabilized Bay, dude. So I'm
Blew in
sitting
her
there.
nose.
I'm thinking about being a reality warrior for Bay. I'm like, damn, this is so fucking tough. I mean, first of all, this is just what it was to be like a dude in the 40s who like you just had a job for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, like,
That's how I live.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, So I'm like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, dude, manipulating reality is so fucking tight. I hope people start doing this. And then I was like, oh, fuck, that's what the Matrix is about. Basically, Keanu Reeves just wakes up and he's like, oh, dude, I can kind of like, I can do whatever. I can do stuff. I can change stuff. And then who does he see, dude? When you're out here mindfully manipulating reality, who do you encounter but a bunch of Agent Smiths, dude? So that's what I was telling. I'm going to tell the dogs. I'm like, when you're out here, you're manipulating reality. People go, you just like, bro, stop Agent Smithing me, dude. So that's what happens. You get people who just want you to pull you back into the ego mass and be like, no, be like us. We all do the same stuff and we're comfortable with it.
Dude, anyone who's spitting that like negativity out toward you, and like I said, we don't participate. We do not participate. In
I used
negativity.
to. Not anymore.
We're done with it. It's
Not
behind us,
anymore.
dude.
Dude, when
We're
we
growing.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
old. That's old, Sydney.
But when people bring
That's
that shit
hands
to
free
you,
coming, Sydney.
Exactly.
I'm using hands now, dog.
When people hit you with that shit, all they're really doing is they're just telling you what their inner voice is telling them. Like they're getting hit with their own negativity and they don't know what to do with it, so they bring it to you. And
True.
emotionally, they're trying to hand it off. Like, here, deal with this shit. I can't. And
Take this.
You just say no. Dude, you keep your hands at your sides.
True.
You're
Or
like
I'll
your
take
boy,
it.
You're like your boy Wes.
Yeah.
They try to
True.
hand it to you. Your hands are at your sides. Like, I'm not agreeing.
Dude,
to take
that was
this.
so
Yeah.
funny how he does that in the office. And people get like, here, they hold him a piece of paper, he puts his hands behind his
Yeah.
back. He's like, if I touch that, I have to do it. I just, please explain that to me before.
But-
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Everyone has that voice, and there's like a voice in your head that like it'll stop you from enjoying the things like completely without any kind of external input. You have a voice in your head that's like, this is gay. You're doing something gay. This sucks. You don't like that, dude.
Yeah.
One of the fucking dogs. Fucking shout out Serge. He actually mentioned it on like one of the program episodes that we did.
Really?
He was like, this is rules, but there's a voice in my head saying this is gay. And my response was like, yeah, everyone's got fucking gay voice.
Yep.
It's not you. That's your internalization of all the fucking negativity that you've allowed to creep into your life, dude. You could say no. You could say no thank you to all of it.
For sure.
Yeah.
You really don't. Yeah, you really, and especially given that the stakes are, again, I always, whenever I get whacked out, I'm always like, all right, what's that stake here? And I'm like, I can eat pretty much for like 10 years. I'm pretty good. Like I can get food basically. Like I'm not going to die.
Yeah.
So what am I bugging out on?
Dude, you can saturate yourself with all this fucking negative bullshit, all the internet speak, and then still live a pretty normal life.
Mm-hmm.
But my every day right now is dedicated to me not living out the rest of my life that way because I was supposed to. I'm completely genetically and sociologically designed to live a fucking internet hater cornball life. Not happening, dude. I'm doing cool shit only.
Those people, and those people only really exist because we lack mystical experience anymore, and that makes people devalue human connection, right? So when there was a time, and again, I'm projecting, okay, and like we on Two Jack Bros, we call it like I'm getting in the writer's room here. I don't know, I have nothing to back this up, but I think I'm right about this.
Sure.
So at a time when there were mystical experiences, like the people that were negative, like constantly dishing out negativity, they kept that shit to themselves and like went into a corner of the village and just never fucked with anybody. They were hermits.
No one was fucking with that, bro.
Yeah,
They're like, bro,
get the fuck out of
yeah,
here.
we're not doing that.
And you know, like, do you see how fucking good I feel right now?
Yeah.
Like, don't try to break my spirits.
Yeah.
But now that we have such a dilution of human connection, those people just exist amongst us, and they trick us into thinking that they're okay and worthwhile people as well. And so it's hard in a society where we're like we're integrated. So when I say we, it's like people who are about a mystical experience, and then people who are being negative. Like, we're an integrated society.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get trained to kind of acquiesce to these people, because a lot of times, like, listen, there are a lot of good teachers out there. But a lot of times these people find themselves in positions like teaching because they're not following a passion. They just want to get a job real quick. So then we get trained to acquiesce to like negative fucking haters.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, it's also funny too, because when at the school I'm working at now, I was like, I can get a teaching gig, and I asked the guy, I'm like, can I teach you? He was like, no.
yeah, you're
no,
not
right.
You're not right for
yeah,
teaching.
and there's a lot of teachers can get pretty fucking nasty and miserable.
Dude, they're terrible.
Also, too, I remember being 24 and being on YouTube, and I was so fucking ruthless, dude. If I saw anybody doing anything, I'd be like, yo, that fucking sucks. What the fuck are you doing, you fucking weirdo?
Yeah.
The one guy I did call out. He was being a pervert. I stand by that. But he was doing like TikToks, and I was like, he was commenting on some sort of weird video. There's like girls, like a funny girls dancing video, and everyone was like, oh, this is funny. And one guy was like, can I request another song? And I was like, dude, you're a fucking pervert. But besides him,
sniffed him out.
Yeah, I would be on there just fucking with people, because at the time
that
of
was
my life,
the spark inside of you. That was like,
I was
there is
also
good inside
miserable.
of you, dude.
True, I was stopping at Chomo, but I was definitely miserable. Like, and it's funny too, because looking back on it now, I didn't realize that I was miserable. I was just like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, and because there's like this temporary adrenaline boost or like an endorphin boost after you really shit on someone in a great way, and especially when other people laugh or click a fucking thumbs up.
24 likes on it, like, woo.
You're like, damn, I'm fucking crushing it. And like 17 minutes later, you're like, I'm either gonna kill myself or call someone a faggot right now.
Flip a coin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was the same way, and it was a defense memechanism.
Yeah.
Like, I got really good at just being a fucking real piece of shit to people, especially on the internet. But it's because I got fucking picked on when I was a kid. Well, I didn't get picked. I didn't get bullied. I lived in a fucking grew up with poor people. Everyone just shredded each other every day.
Yeah.
Everyone had a shared DOS. Everyone was just so everyone was like, we were like the fucking training grounds. We're like, where are all the good fighters from now? Like Dagestan or something like that. Yeah, we were the Dagestan of talking shit,
dude. I was in Target today, like buying something where I picked it up and I was like, someone's gonna make fun of me for holding this thing. I was holding like nipple guards or something for Brittany, and I was like, just for like a second, I was like, can I get made fun of for this? And I still have that voice constantly, like, can I get made fun of? Is someone gonna come up and be like, pussy? Yeah, exactly. If you grow up like that, if people just constantly shredding you, it's like, it's tight because you become kind of a Jedi in that level.
And it's true competition. It's not like backhanded. It's not passive aggressive. It was outright aggression, and you had to compete. So even if you were like a fat kid, but you were like kind of a dickhead and could be funny, and that's a lot of like fat dickheads on the internet say things that make me laugh. But they're also poisoning themselves.
True.
Yeah.
So go to the fucking gym. Get some
it is a poisonous way to go, dude. So that's basically what I was at. I was sitting there. I was just like, damn, dude. We're just, you need to be a Neo or Agent Smith, dude, and that's it.
What a great analogy, dude.
Oh, dude,
who doesn't want to be a Neo?
So you'd be Neo, Agent Smith, and it is true because there tend to be more Neos, or no, there tend to be more Agent Smiths kicking around, being like, "What are you doing? Do you make money with that? How's that going?" And it's like, bro, what the fuck does it have to do with you?
I used to try to come to an understanding with these people though, and that's what frustrates me the most. Like the time I spent trying to let those people know, like, look, I don't have a problem with the way you live your life. I just think different.
Yeah.
And dude, it's just wasted time. Like that's all I really was trying to get across. But coming back from them was just.
How do you not end every argument with "I was in a coma and I can come hands free now"? I wouldn't listen to a single thing anyone said ever.
Honestly,
sorry, I can't hear you. I'm coming right now.
That gets
Dr. Man hands free.
Well, it also gets into how people think we're like super distinct, separate entities, but we're way more permeable. Where like I can just be going about my day, and some guy can be like, "Bitch," and I'm like, "Ah, God, what the fuck is that about?" And it's like people think they're like we're these weird, like we're like totally separate, and it's we kind of have, for the most part, access to each other's like nervous systems.
That's what I'm saying. We don't appreciate that anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's what having spiritual connections make you appreciate about each other. The fact that there are these weird neural connections that can't be explained, but definitely exist.
Well, how long ago do you think we lost? If we did have it at one point and we lost it, how long ago do you think it was?
1994.
I saw the sign was on the radio.
It was the OJ trial.
When you say lost, what do you lost?
Well, because like no one's been doing anything mystical for the past, like 2,000 years.
I think when the
at least
Catholic Church came around and like cut everyone's heads off,
they made it all super fucking lame.
They did. Well, obviously too. What do you need the Catholic Church for? If you're like, I'm just gonna eat that. Some guy's like, here, give me 10% of your income, and he's like, I'll just eat that thing and like bug out in the woods for a couple days. And they're like, what's that? Devil! And they cut your head off.
Yeah.
So did the Mayans. They went around. Well, the Mayans were
into head cutting off.
They were
too.
They were sacrificing.
Yeah.
There's some people that like to say like, oh, they just made that shit up. No, they were sacrificing.
Yeah, that's kind of like our quest. That is our new, like Ansley and I, our new quest is to bring back spiritual experiences.
Dude.
So I mean, like our whole last episode of Two Jack Bros was basically like this talk, but instead of using mystical experiences, we were talking about bringing back spiritual. There was also
exactly
validated
same thing.
some Nazi shit, but there was like
what?
we figured out a good reason to bring Nazis back.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, that's we're in the age of Aquarius, dude. It's you can't even stop it.
Yeah,
You can't even stop it, dude. It's coming.
Dude, like water, we got to bring it in.
It's coming.
Like,
dude.
beware of the man holding water. It's like
The Christian era is over, dude. I hate to break it to people. I mean, you can still be a Christian, do your thing, but the Christian era, you're on the end of it. You're on the tail end of an eon, dude.
What do you think? What do you think the age of Aquarius then is going to usher in?
Psychedelics.
Yeah.
Psychedelics.
Yeah.
I think people will start once they're already becoming decriminalized, and once like there's going to be the next 20 years, people are going to set up like retreats. They're going to combine Western science so that, like they can literally measure. They could take a lot of the anxiety out of it by like they could do the test to be like, no, you are 100% safe.
Yeah.
Bam, go do this thing now.
Yeah, I had like a normie friend post something about like a psilocybin study and all that stuff, and I was like, yeah, it's actually pretty tight. And then I was like, oh, by the way, my buddy convinced me to do mushrooms every day for 2 months last year. My life's never going to be the same.
I'm telling you, dude, I think this is going to be, it's the only thing that makes sense in terms of, because like most ideologies end up getting perverted by people's like, let's say like their id impulses. Mm-hmm. So you can have like dude, I'm with a bunch of social justice warriors. Their whole thing's inclusivity. But it's like if you try to think you have access to an idea that's just all good, like we're just inclusive, we're the ones doing the right stuff. What happens is that like you're just subconsciously you're just gonna reenact the thing that you're against. You know what I mean? Like, so basically they're like, we're so good, and then they'll be like, we'll study a theorist, and they're like, he's an arrogant white man, and you're like, huh, that's weird. That's a weird hang up. This guy has volumes of fucking stuff to talk about, and dude, literally, I'm in a class where for 10 solid minutes, people are like, well, you know how arrogant white old men can be, and it's like, what the fuck are you guys?
Yeah.
It's like it's an uncle table, dude. I'm like, I've been in this I've been here at a construction site with a bunch of uncles talking about Puerto Ricans, and it's the same way. You talk Puerto Ricans, someone's like, I gotta fucking say it, man, and they just go say something about them being Puerto Rican. It's the same thing. I'm just with young white chicks who are like, white man. It's like
they're just like naive, and they don't understand that they are just playing like the B side of a domination game.
Yes,
like, that's all history is just like people taking turns dominating. And now that like they're getting a little bit of like social say, they're getting towards the top of like the hierarchy, and when they get to the top, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we're dominating everyone. This is actually pretty sick. Let's keep it this way."
Well, and that's the thing. Yeah. If you have an ideology, you can, in theory, be like, "This all makes sense." But when you're like, there's there's ego and psychoanalysis. The id is just your animal impulses to like tribalism and just kind of domination, all this stuff. While you're like, yeah, we're just inclusive, or that you have all these weird impulses where like. You're now like building hierarchies around like who's the biggest social justice warrior. Like all of that human behavior just emerges subconsciously and plays out in like a really ugly way. And that's why, you had like communism. They were all just like, oh, we're the boss now. Like exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Where they're like, yeah, we're in charge now, but we're good and we should be in charge. And yeah, everyone who disagrees dies.
Yeah.
It literally, it to me seems inescapable. Where there was that one, I forget who it was. I think it was a civil rights guy who was like, if you draw a small circle to keep me out of it, I'm going to draw a bigger circle and include you. And the people I feel like I'm with are like taking that small circle and being like, we're going to put it on us now. And it's like,
and it's I was like articulating this as you were talking, but so you have these people who are like these social justice, because like they're not really inclusive. Well, we know that they're not inclusive,
sure.
But it's I keep talking. Let me come back to this.
Go. Basically. Oh, so this is what I was saying. So I think psychedelics will be, it's because like all the ideologies kind of fall apart just because our human nature kind of like gets embedded in them and fucks them up, which I guess could happen. I guess it does happen, but I just feel like there's something inherent in people using kind of psychedelics where like it does kind of flatten your ego enough to where like it's hard to keep, if you're like in a circle of people.
Go ahead, yeah. Right. So the human connection that they have now is narrowed. Right, so they're losing actual human connection. They're narrowing it to this like this anger and vitriol towards a thing. Sure. Right, and so it's like I saw something like you see it because like that spiritual connection, like those they're like spiritual emotions, right? Like being impressed by something is kind of like a spiritual experience. It's moving, like once, and like I know Tim, I know Matt, like I know you guys are impressed by small things. Like that's one of the things that I appreciate about the two of you is like I see it on a regular basis, especially with Butterly at jiu-jitsu and being impressed with like little kids just doing nothing. Which I'm impressed too, and
Dude,
what
I'm so tuned into fucking appreciating little things that you could mistake me for a retarded person.
Absolutely, I could attest to that. I've seen it in action. Right?
A lot of long wows.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm a big wow.
That's
guy.
exactly.
Wow.
I'm like left to come back to him in the middle of the same wow.
I can't hold wows in, dude, and every single one's genuine.
Yeah.
That.
So
go ahead.
But with that being said, it's like they're just creating like this lack of a spiritual experience, and they're just creating hate. It's like because like happiness.
It's better than nothing.
It's
either an emotional lacuna or you're mad all the time and shitting.
Yeah.
It's an attachment. It's seeking attachment.
So here's what I saw that made me get on how they're not impressed by anything. So I was watching Social Justice Warrior talk on something, and they mentioned how like when slavery was ended or something, and he was like, well, wasn't that a good thing? And the guy was like, no, it wasn't a good thing. It should have ended sooner. And it's like, whoa. Not only was that a good thing, that was actually kind of impressive. Like to just like go against cultural, ideology and be like, nah, we're fucking ending this and we'll fight you for it. It's like, come on, man.
I said that in my school, and people said that I support slavery. So yeah, they're like, "Well, he supports slavery." It's like, no, I was like, "You guys are dealing with slavery."
Matt was like, "Actually, we could have used a little bit more slavery, but I'm glad it's over."
I was saying the same thing. I'm like, "You guys are thinking about slavery in the abstract. You guys are dealing with it now. But if you were like, if one day they were like, oh, if you're not a vegan, you're akin to a slave owner,' everyone would be like." But everyone, fuck, I didn't know. I
knew
didn't
about
know.
veganism 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You didn't jump on it in time. History's going to judge you harshly.
Well, no, and it's not obviously. Well, yeah, it's obviously not the same thing. But it's like, it's like it's something that, like again, like you're saying, and it was the cultural norm, and for people to go against, and again, the people who are basically sucking up the cultural norm with the straw to be like, we'd be the ones who wouldn't do it. It's like, no.
Also, they ended slavery without the internet.
True.
There was no way to find the other people that you could say no more slavery to.
True that.
You couldn't put up an anonymous post anywhere. You had to fucking like ask a guy to put down a tool and be like, "Listen, the slavery thing's kind of weird."
Yeah, some guy would just shoot you with a fucking some guy would shoot you with like a tennis ball sized bullet. And you'd be like, "Fuck, dude. Shit!"
Yeah, your bones explode from everything that hits you. Like, all right, fine. Slavery's cool. Whatever.
But that's a zoomed out perspective, and that's literally. I would argue that that's kind of a perspective that, it's a very open-minded perspective to be like, well, like, think about what, like, that time to be like, yeah, we're going to stop. It's crazily impressive.
Well, and nobody really people think they have an appreciation for the time period, but they don't, because they take every racial discomfort, right, and they look at it through the lens of slavery. And like this is like a theory that Ansley and I were talking about recently. I don't mean to, because I know like
Please,
some people
dude,
listen to
go
all
ahead.
the podcasts, and I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to regurgitate shit, but it's just like this is in the floating. So, but oh fuck! What was I just saying? Talking about? I'm like high. I'm like apologizing and shit.
You and Ansley
It's
were
like I
talking
felt-
about how slavery should come back.
Exactly. So everybody looks at. So it'll be a situation, right? So we're talking about things that are racially uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So if say if an older black man yells at 4 black guys to turn down their music, nobody thinks anything of it.
Yeah.
An older white guy yells at 4 black guys to turn down their music. Now people are looking at that through the lens of slavery. They're looking at it through that white guy being a master and these black guys being a slave.
Unless it's Clint Eastwood, but yes. He does it somehow. He has a try. No, I agree. That's accurate.
Yeah, and it's like it's not something that's not racist. That guy's not being racist because you're uncomfortable with the imagery that you're putting in your own mind. He's not a slave master. Those kids aren't slaves. Like that, every racially uncomfortable thing isn't racist.
Yeah.
It's just they're putting it through the lens. They're literally putting it through the lens of, well, if that guy was a slave master and those were slaves, that would be a really rude thing he just said.
Yeah. No, it's true. That's something that people I don't think are ready to start thinking like that for the most part. But
Dude.
I think you're. I mean, dude, right now in my school,
Come to Two Jack Bros. We're thinking like that.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
right now,
That's what's up.
100%, dude. In my school, it's Black History Month, and I'm in a 99% black high school, and I'm working. And it's like for me, it's like a fucking like haunted hayride, right? Every time I turn a corner, it'll just be like a poster of a black guy drinking from White's Only Water Fountain. I'm like, fuck, goddamn it, I forgot about that. And I look
don't like this.
I look at the next thing. I'm like, oh, that was bad. Every like other time I turn around, I'm like, yeah.
Oh shit! I take it all back.
But yeah, there's I mean, there's also the whole thing of Black History Month is it's split because it's like, you know, kids I think are genuinely excited to be like black kids are like, yeah, this is awesome. We get to talk. This is stuff we're interested in. We get to talk about. Then you do get some even who are like, why the fuck do we have Black History Month anyway? It should just be like a normal.
Yeah.
Should just be integrated into all the rest of the
You
month.
should say that for every class they do, though.
True.
Yeah.
I have a calculator. Why am I doing math?
that was me. But yeah, you do.
It would be. I think it would be helpful not only for black kids, but just for a more honest view of history or a more encompassing view of history. Or it's just. I mean, there was like the only black person you learn about outside of Black History Month that I really remember, and maybe it's because it's funny to me, is Christopher Addicks. He was the first person killed in the Revolutionary War. At the beginning, he was the first person killed somehow.
Was he really?
Yeah, it was a black dude.
Oh my god! Some dude there's pointing at the other guys. Like, what the? All right, ready? Begin. All right, ready? All right, start.
All right, I took care of that. Now we can fight.
All right, guys, we're at war. Stop killing your
The
slaves.
revolutionary-
Starting now.
Revolutionary War just ended. Everyone's like, oh. That sucks. The guy was just walking around. Was like,
He walked out of a bar and got shot.
some guy was like, holy shit.
Yeah, basically.
They were like, you saw him. He had a musket. He had a fucking. Oh fuck, that was a stick. All right,
Put that musket next to him.
That was just a stick. Fuck.
Was that hemp? Was he smoking hemp? Hey, that hemp seller.
But yeah, that'll be Black History Month in 30 years will be looked at kind of like, you guys were still doing that?
Yeah.
You guys said, fuck, like, come on, guys, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Which, you know, but again, like, who's going to be the one to be like, all right, we're done. It'd be like, we're not doing it this year. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
In 30 years, every month's going to be Black History Month.
True. Well, they could just teach history because there's like critical theory, which is that's like the really, like you were saying, it's only looks through things in terms of power relationships where it's like any racial issue is a legacy of slavery, like no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's like and then you have like, you know, Catholic grade school history that's just like, nah, dude, we were actually pretty nice to the Indians. It's like, so you could just like merge them all together where it just gives you the 360 panoramic view where it's just like, yeah, this was kind of fucked up. This was kind of tight. This was a fucked up thing that for the time, if you think about it now, really wasn't. If you know what I mean? So it's like they could rework history in a way that just kind of includes everything. So where you're not watching it being like, these motherfuckers.
I was actually more thinking from the angle that like mainstream culture has been slowly absorbing black culture, but the pace is like picking up now because of like white girls on Twitter. And in 30 years, it's going to be like black people aren't going to be able to create new black culture fast enough to outrun mainstream culture.
Wow.
Dude, we need black culture can end all of this bullshit that's going on with like social justice and inclusivity, and getting rid of Black History Month is a step in the right direction. Hear me out. So the fact that we have Black History Month is giving the message, especially to the social justice warriors, that there still needs to be special spaces carved out for certain groups in order to be inclusive.
Yeah.
Right? Which is completely backwards, right?
100%.
So, so I just saw this on the way up here. I was watching this Anthony Bryan Logan.
Oh, dude,
my man,
ABL.
Black conservative.
He's a hard black conservative nerd, too.
Yeah,
he's unabashed nerd.
Which I don't even know. I'm like definitely I'm definitely more moderate, but I love saying that I'm a black conservative. Right?
I'm a white black conservative.
Yeah, you are. You are though. I'm a black moderate.
I'm more of a Leo Dunstan guy.
Yeah.
He starts preaching. Oh, I'm preaching now.
Yeah. So he's covering this story of this black girl at the University of Virginia. She's in a multicultural room on campus, and she stands up and she makes this speech about the fact that there are too many white people in this multicultural room. It's making her uncomfortable, and they should all know that this is a space for minorities. And she called herself a fucking POC. You know, and it's like, dude, we gotta stop that, because like that didn't look cool at all.
Yeah, but how I would not be able to resist if my wheels are spinning, I'm like, dude, I can easily get all the white people out here right now. Just be like, watch this.
I gotta try this. I
Be
can't.
like, excuse me, dude. That would be hard not to wield that.
There needs to be some honesty around that, because when I was in college, like I went to Lafayette College, like 4% minorities, like 2% black, and we would definitely, and I'm always down with white people, but like if we're gonna fucking get a little like mischievous, like I'll fucking do it. So we definitely plenty of times like sat around and like concocted ways to make white people feel uncomfortable.
For sure.
I
don't understand how you would not do that,
dude. All the time. And like there would be sometimes I'd be doing it without my group. It's just like just out there winging it, It's just like, man, I don't even know why I'm doing this, but it's fun.
Well, this is something.
That's why Sydney's really popular in the stand-up comedy.
Well, there is something to be said for being outnumbered by people who don't look like you. There is something to be like whenever I go visit Brittany's family in Chicago. And if you go to Chicago, is like dead segregated, where I'm literally the only white person around. You go into like your first experience with all black Walmart, where it's like the guy selling Comcast plans are black, everyone working there is black, every customer is black. Yeah. And I went in there we literally.
Dude, please come to fucking Harrogate whenever you have time.
What's Harrogate like?
That's where I live.
That's.
I live in a black and Puerto Rican neighborhood.
So I'm saying at least it's integrated though. Like Philly, you can
it's black and Puerto Rican. Yeah, I have the white family in my neighborhood.
Well, true, that is true, but it's also like a couple. You can go a couple blocks over. Or
yeah,
like,
I could walk to a different neighborhood.
The south side of Chicago is like. It's like a
megalopolis.
It's a megalopolis.
A blackalopolis.
It's like you'd have to ride for like 10 minutes before you're like, oh shit, a white person. And it's so funny because it's like, I've been in Philly. I've been in that situation too. I'm in like a bar where I'm the only white person, blah blah, in an area. But you're the south side of Chicago, and I'm in all black Walmart. And then we were actually buying Kool-Aid for a family function. Yeah. So then Brittany bought Kool-Aid. And was like,
in every aisle, there's Kool-Aid in every aisle.
That's all they sell.
It's like, whoa. The only grab item at the register is Kool-Aid.
Excuse me, where are the smoke alarm batteries? What are you talking about? We don't have the what? The beepy things?
It's like they have the Duracell display, but it's all Kool-Aid in it. just like Kool-Aid just smashed it.
Dude, so I was in I'm in all black Walmart. I'm in fucking Wakanda Mart, dude. And I'm in there with Brittany, and I'm like, I'm all right. And the whole point of this is I was like, there is something to be said for being like just the only person of your skin color in like an entire area as far as you can see. It's a weird because people then you're getting the mind games. You're like, is that guy staring at me? Am I just being weird because I'm the only white person? You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know. I was like, for me, I'm like, I wasn't really uncomfortable like that, but that was the first time I was like, I was physically aware of. I'm like, I'm being weird right now.
They probably all just thought you were a producer. Like, dude, I gotta get my CD in this dude's hands. He's clearly a scout. He's a talent scout.
I think we know who the secret shopper is.
Hey, my man. Hey, my man. Hey, my man.
Dude, I walk up. I'm in the fucking.
People just hand them CDs.
I go in and I'm like, I'm in the drink aisle and we're getting a Kool-Aid, and then she's like, we got to get sugar now. And I was like, what the fuck do you need sugar for? You were getting Kool-Aid. And dude, people just looked at me.
Like the whole Walmart stopped.
Yeah. And I was like, oh. She was like, and she just started laughing. She was like, you fucking idiot. You've never. I was like, I only ever had the instant Kool-Aid. And I'm like, I never made powdered Kool-Aid. No. I'm like, I've had the stuff at the gas station, the squeeze bottle.
Yeah, she didn't need sugar. She needed too much sugar. Can you send me to the too much sugar aisle, please?
He's like, make a left by the diabetes socks. But there is something to be said for that in terms of like being outnumbered in terms of.
Do you know how every black grandma sounds the same? They all have the same phrases like, boy, if you don't, what happened was
Lord,
like,
Lord,
you imagine
Lord.
being in an entire Walmart full of all them saying all the same shit.
Like being John Malkovich. What happened was,
You better go ahead.
that's what we're not going to do.
It's just like a.
Oh fuck. Oh my god.
Oh man.
If that was Agent Smith, I'd gladly give up my bitching quest. Just like, I'll just like touch me, and I'd like,
Just switch the Oracle and Agent Smith.
just so I can walk around, like, oh no. Oh my god, man.
let me quit playing.
Dude. But yeah, man. I don't even know what my point was, but yeah, that is. People do need to start chilling out. I think
With
people
all
are
that
doing
sugar
it.
in the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Black people need to chill with the diabetes,
Well,
dog.
dude, I'm in a school with a guy it's a picture of a guy like smiling in front of a whites only fountain, like drinking the water. Hilarious picture, but then it's like Black History Month, and I'm like,
He's pouring sugar into the water fountain. He's like,
that might have been why some guys are
drizzling
like,
the sugar into his mouth so that it meets the water stream.
You're saying that the water fountains weren't sweet enough? They're like, what the fuck is that?
That's why it was whites only. It's like black people labeled it. They're like that.
There's a guy who just dropped Crystal Light on your tongue.
That was
like Jesus fucking Christ.
like
All
some
right.
black grandma was like, don't be drinking from that black. White people don't flavor their water.
Oh, you ain't never had black water fountain?
I gotta look into the literature and see if that was the case.
Yeah. By the way, that was like I have a theory. I have a theory that one of the reasons that black people don't like drinking water now goes back to those water fountains.
Really?
Yeah, because black people do not like drinking water, man. I do not understand.
It's a tough pitch.
Dude, it's crazy. It's like, black people love being athletes and hate drinking water too. It's like a weird combination.
It's a serious
man.
handicap.
I also think that's why they don't use crosswalks and they walk really slow crossing the street. It's like their first, like the first active disobedience against the structure that they learned.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the first physical act
dehydrated.
they want to do is basketball.
No.
Like they would have saved their energy for basketball.
I thought you were saying they're so dehydrated they're just having like a mirage and we're walking through.
No.
They don't want to cramp. They're cramping across the street. That's why we walk with a limp. We're cramping. We don't drink enough water. So.
Nah, dude, they just disrupt traffic because it's like,
That's the man.
Everything's set up against this. I'm just gonna fucking do this.
Yeah, I feel like if you were so, like a white racist dude, you have that all perpetuate. You have that handed down to you. You're gonna walk around, you're just gonna be like doing shit like fuck you, and people, that's like something you gotta kind of keep under wraps.
Mm-hmm.
You only if you're like a black dude who's being fully I'm oppressed. This never ended. I'm still getting fucked. Yeah, of course. You see a crosswalk, you're like, what? This is just mechanisms of the fucking oppressive machine.
Respect.
fuck this shit. I'm going as slow as I can.
So I have a theory on crosswalks too.
Yeah.
So white people also walk slowly across the street. So there's a little
Not
bit
me,
of
full sprint.
Yeah.
I've never crossed the
I do
street
full
without sprinting.
Car nod. Excuse me. Sorry,
Yeah,
sir.
dude, sorry. I know.
But there's a lot of
Sure,
a lot of white guys
100%.
and white chicks that are out there doing that,
Yeah.
but they do it a little bit differently. And like Tim was saying, when black people do it, it is an act of rebellion. The energy is definitely going towards the people in the car, and you feel it when white people do it. Like, cause
It's oblivious.
They want to like, I don't want to be a part of this. I'm not. The energy's going the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Black people definitely want you to know that they're walking slow.
Fuck
Fuck
you,
yeah.
dude.
I nailed it.
Yeah, I do agree. And there is a lot of, especially Drexel's campus, dude. Got a lot of, for some reason, college kids fucking walk across so slow.
Mm-hmm.
And they just
Because they're all retarded.
And it's like it's a rebellious age too.
yeah.
It's like this is the first time in their life that they get to really actually manipulate their reality
True.
because they don't have they're free. They're in here. I mean, I remember when I was going to college, I was like, man, when I go to college, should I start with a French accent? Like, I really considered that. Like, I loved Gambit from the X-Men. It was like it was gonna be more of a Cajun Creole thing, but it was like I considered it.
Corner of mon ami.
What's for sure is a lot of the, on however you slice it, and whatever part of the spectrum you're rocking from, you start eating mushrooms and doing deep dives, this shit falls apart of being like, this and that, and like if you get like,
The burden is lifted, dude.
yeah, exactly. I that's my personal opinion. This shit starts to dissolve. These weird like artificial boundaries and stuff.
Well,
start to fucking
dude,
melt
I would
away.
actually liken it to when we had our first child, and I was like, "Whoa, there's so much shit I don't actually care about."
Yeah.
But then it didn't reduce my stress at all. I was just like the stuff that I'm obligated to do to take care of a family now.
Shout out to all the dads who hold their racism tight while having a kid. They're like, I gotta pass the baton.
Is that about me?
No,
Oh,
not you.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
saying
it's
the fact
clearly
that-
about me.
The fact that you had this, you're like, oh, what am I even? Like dads that can go through such an awe-inspiring experience and be like, I gotta tell you something about Puerto Rico.
No, I was
bro.
talking more about
You
like.
think I'm gonna come at you?
Like arguing with like a boss or something like that, and then I was like, oh, I don't give. There's not a boss in the world I could care about at all. I'll go through the motions to provide, obviously, and then the mushrooms thing was like that times 100.
Yeah, what was that like for? Cause we all had different setups. You were in the office during that.
But yeah, I was going to work every day.
How was that?
It was great. I was more productive. Dude, weed and mushrooms makes me a better dad. Definitely makes me a better employee.
Did people say anything like, man, you really got a pep in your step?
There was one guy who caught me on weed one day.
What do you say?
Well, he needed help with his.
That's so funny. First of all,
Caught me on
I
weed.
won't say
That's a
what
funny
job this
phrase.
was at.
Sure.
But I've always been an IT guy. And
Yeah,
I was
old
helping
job.
someone with a computer thing way too early in the morning for the day I had planned.
Sure.
And I remember at one point he said something, and I had to ask him to repeat it. And I was sitting at his desk while he was standing across from it, and I was on his computer. And I looked up at him, and the light was right behind him, so it was just double crunchy eyeballs.
Oh.
And he was like, he gave me a look that let me know, and he was pretty high up in the company, and it was just like, I understand that you are partying way too hard right now. But I think there was also a little bit of like, go ahead, young man, from him.
It's kind of like, that's what's
Yeah.
up, bro. I feel like IT guys are under like a special protected class
Because we're all autistic.
Yeah,
You cannot get, yeah. It's like fat or pregnant for women. That's like high or autistic for IT guys. It's not a game you want to play.
That's true. I'm sorry. I'll never ask again. I'll never. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassing.
I asked once.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. The spiritual experiences being put. It's coming out of everybody, dude.
It is.
It's really, and that's, dude. Today I'm sitting there. So this is a thought I had. It sounds kind of corny, but I don't care. It was like, so I'm walking around. I take my breaks between, like, I'm seeing kids doing therapy, and I'm like, I usually take walks between them because it's like sometimes the shit's just really kind of like weighs you
A little
down.
heavy.
A little heavy, yeah. So I'm taking a walk, and there's out of nowhere I start thinking about same thing. It's on my mind, spiritual experiences. I'm like, damn, dude, people just got to get way more spiritual. So, and I don't even know where I started thinking about this. So I started thinking about the concept of God. Like when people say like, you know, they believe in God, and I'm like, it just dawned on me to say like, well, okay, people say God's everything, you know, right? They're like, God is everything, which is, in a way, if you have a relationship with God, you just have a relationship with everything simultaneously, which produces all. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So it's like, rather than being sucked into your own little world of like, why me? Man? You're walking around having a relationship with everything.
Okay, I can
around
appreciate that.
Yeah.
in a way. So and then if that's the case, then you start going, okay, so it's everything. So then you start every person you encounter, you're treating with a certain level of respect, because you're saying like, you're not just some fucking, you're literally part of everything that I'm in all of. And then you treat, that's basically what Western society is dictated off of. That
So
you can't go around just killing people because they have a divine spark inside them.
You know, so I believe in the wisdom of the ancients, right?
Yes.
You know, I get into that stuff. You
yeah.
know? It's you know, I've read some mysticism books and things like that. So I've always been trying to reconcile the ancients and their wisdom towards the idea of blasphemy. You know, I don't know when the word blasphemy or the concept came into existence, but it seems like it went hand in hand with the Bible. Like that's how I learned it.
Yeah.
Right. So, and like you said, like if God is everything, then we are also gods.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like you said, like we're all part of the everything. But you know, you don't want to say we are also gods because of that line of blasphemy. So like, what is that? Like is blasphemy something that we need to like rein in ourselves, or was that something that was put upon us to rein us in? You know, because you can't control people. You can't convince people that they have to, you know, live a certain way. If I'm a god, right? Like
Exactly.
I'll live my way, and if it works and I'm not hurting people, then that's okay. Like why should I have to acquiesce to your system?
Yeah.
So
That's
you know,
dude, that's literally the conscious manipulation of reality. You're creating your reality rather than being a passive acceptor of what's happening.
yeah,
That's the sacred church of Dawgology, bro. Of like exactly what you're saying, like taking part in the structuring of the events and reality around you, rather than being like, "This sucks, pizza rules," and like just, or you can just go into the matrix of internet culture and just be like repeat bullshit on that you hear and see.
I feel like we all found strange rings in different locations and just happened to come together.
Yes,
and
dude.
realize.
Yes.
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 It's like we walk past each other and the rings glue. It's like, what the fuck was that?
I'm telling you, man, and that, dude, that makes perfect, and that's literally what mysticism is saying that people are gods, and everything is, you know, that way, like that's how you kind of deal with it.
By the way, I was on my way here. I was saying, because I have this, like as a man, like if another man helps you move something heavy into or out of your house, you're indebted to them for life.
True.
So it's just like a way that I feel. Like, and I have two people, like on my way here, two of the people that I am indebted to for life.
That's awesome, dude.
Right
Actually,
here in this room.
I'm simultaneously indebted to life. Sydney helped me
Dude,
move.
that's how you build good for. I can't wait to move.
I
something
know
heavy
you would
for
help me
dog.
move,
I
so
can't
I'm also
wait.
indebted.
It's
Yeah.
unspoken. Doesn't
I
need to- doesn't
yeah.
have to be
people
said.
ask me, I'm the same way. I'm like, yes, I can't. When people are like, can you help me move? I'm like, yes.
Yes.
I get excited to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also I do get a weird like they're gonna see how strong I am. I did labor for a while, and they're gonna see I'm a laborer. I do
Dude,
get pumped on that.
I don't even know if you know the story of how he helped me move a dishwasher out of a house that was being built, and it was on a level that there weren't stairs to. So we had to like make a makeshift ladder system and like pulley system to get this washer down to the next.
So fun.
It was
Dude,
tight.
it was amazing.
It was tight.
It was one of my favorite days.
I was so happy to be able to walk in there. I'm like, there's probably a ladder in here somewhere. So we fucking set up this big, weird, complicated ladder. It was tight, man.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. I wish we got straight to work. We got straight to the brainstorming, straight to the action. Like there was no time to like, oh, maybe we should set up a phone and record this shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like never even came from
That's
my
like a
mind. We just
perfect
got
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It started raining too, so we
Toiling, but with a purpose.
Yeah.
dude.
Building value in your friend's life.
It was awesome.
Yeah. It was sick.
I mean, you told me there's washers and dryers to be had, and I'm like, let's go get these
Yeah,
fucking
let's
things.
get them.
Let's go get these.
That's
Free
basically what it
dub
was.
in a D. Come on, let's
Yeah.
go get
Basically
these
what it
fucking
was.
things. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's Age of Aquarius. This is where it's
Yeah.
coming in, dude. Mystical experiences, conscious manipulation of reality, stabilized bay. People start Agent Smithing you on your reality quest. You just stop Agent Smithing me, and then you get to explain Dawgology to them, and they just go. Their sunglasses and suit comes off, and they're like,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to. And it's like, just go do it, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
man.
no, I feel almost obligated to helping people usher in spiritual experiences right now.
Yeah, dude.
That's what Ansley and I kind of realized on our last episode, that this is our passion.
That
This is
pumps
what
me
we
up, dude.
are to do.
Yes, that pumps me up.
And of course, we're still gonna, be assholes and like almost racist and sexist all the time. But it's like we're also we're showing people what we really are.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to. It's like the thing we're talking about. Like, dude, that's not racist. That's just uncomfortable,
Sure.
and you're associating it with a racist time. Like, come on, man. Let's connect.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like I'd rather hear people's fucked up thoughts on stuff than have someone sit here and be like, I don't know. You guys are right. And it's like, dude, what the fuck is kicking around in your head that you're fucking geeking out? Like if I hear people saying fucked up stuff and laughing, I'm like, oh, what a fun time. But if someone's like, I can't hear any of these thoughts, it's like, bro, what the fuck?
That's
is
an
in your head?
unnatural reaction.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of
That is an unnatural reaction.
yeah, speaking of Sid and Ansley's podcast, Two Jack Bros, shout out. Have you and Shane like taken a moment to appreciate how many facets of life are being covered by the Shat Digital umbrella?
Dude, it's unbelievable.
It's
bro.
crazy.
It's fucking
Not a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
No, dude, which is crazy.
Yeah, I love being a part of this group. By the way, yeah, I mean, Two Jack Brothers come at us. We're
Dude.
here, but it's like I love being
Spudman loves. He's like, it's so nice.
Dude, it's I love the people that love us. I love the love that we get. It just makes me feel so good, man.
That's what's up.
It's it's fun, and I love that I can listen to all of the podcasts, and the only overlap is I'm going to laugh,
Yeah.
and it's like I'm going to laugh hard. It's like I'm going to have a good time.
I think
Yeah.
Matt's kind of like Doctor Stranging like a central theme to it all, though. It's all like he's built like a tower of light, and it's all just fucking
dude.
ascending and
Yeah.
Not even doing
radiating
it.
around.
I mean, we're all the same thing, dude. It's just fucking. You know what I'm saying? It's all
Yeah.
just
it.
happening.
Everyone's all in, but like,
No, I'm saying we're all the same thing. It's of course. I'm not even. This isn't even conscious manipulation,
so
bro.
yeah.
sick. You got fucking Six and Shaner. They're just the id. They're the id aspect.
Six and Shaner are the.
They're
id,
the
bro.
idiot
They're the id, dude.
Dude, we
Yeah,
just
but-
did a fucking swapcast with them too.
That's fun,
God,
dude.
That
I
was
know.
fun, man.
I want to. I feel like with the way that we kind of also like get into subjects pretty heavily at times, like I think I want to try to do a swapcast with oral presentations.
Yeah, you should.
Dude,
Yeah.
oral presentations, the studious nature of it,
Yes.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you,
the half understanding of everything and being okay with it.
Yeah.
dude. It is. So, did you listen to his one on electricity?
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
gotta queue
On
up for the
Thunderstorms,
drive
dude. It's like delightful to listen to him explain how that actually works. And I was laughing. I was doing the dishes listening to it, and I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude, this is right up our alley. It's like that's like
Well, it's that
yeah.
shit where like you don't have to try that hard to be funny. Just talk about something you're into, and if you're naturally funny, the stuff will come. You know,
He's coming in with us tomorrow
things
night, I
will.
think.
Huh?
He's coming in with us tomorrow night, I think.
Oh, he's coming on.
I
Dad
think he's
Meat?
doing Dad Meat tomorrow
Oh,
night.
Oh, he is. He told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Dude.
another thing. We're about. We don't really do interviews and stuff. We don't.
Mhm.
Well, we don't bring guests on. But now that we feel like we know our path in life, we're ready to start bringing on some guests.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude, wait till and this was the final total cap of the float tank. Is the stink tank now is going to be the Sacred Church, the Church of Sacred Dawgology. So then we're still gonna do that live show. Me, Sydney, Butterly, Gillis is gonna come on the first one. Right now, Butterly and Sydney are training. Right, they're gonna go into training, do a couple floats. Did a horse trade. I was like, hey Russ, horse trade. Did a horse trade with old Russ.
Yeah.
Did you see Honey Boy?
No.
Oh fuck, dude! Shia LaBeouf plays his dad. He's horse trade, dude. It's the funniest fucking thing. But yeah. So now instead of the stink tank, this will be called the Church of Sacred Dawgology live show. All four of it'll be the three of us every single time, and then whoever else we'll get some people in. It'll basically be a baptism of whoever wants to do the show. So it'll be 4 comedians float tanking, stone to the gourd, and then coming out of a float tank, showering, live audience, videotaped. Let's fucking go.
Sharing the wisdom.
Let's
go.
fucking go,
Sharing the
dude.
wisdom.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
I'm
so
not gonna put
fucking
a shirt
fun.
on sometimes. People need to see this.
Dude, it's gonna be nuts. And obviously, if you're there, have a fucking blast.
Yeah.
If you catch my
Set a
motherfucking
fucking
drift,
date. Set a fucking date.
I'm
dude.
setting one. I have to have Shane on this first one. So whenever I'm shooting for like late April, and we're doing that show in April right now, so I'm gonna try to see when he has a weekend off in April, or early May. As soon
Yeah.
as I pin that down, I'm setting the date will get set because that absolutely needs to happen.
Fuck yeah.
The date will get set. I'm looking for like early May, late April.
Oh my god. I forgot
Church
about,
of
I forgot
Sacred
about the live show aspect of it.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy.
Damn.
I think it's going to be awesome. 'Cause I just did it by myself, and I was like, I just came out of there with like 45 minutes worth of shit to talk about. Times that by 3 other people. It's going to be insane, dude.
Yeah. Well, I recently
Just realized my shirt's tucked in. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all good. You're a dad now.
So what'd you realize?
Yeah. Well, I've only recently been smoking the Sacred Blend.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I didn't even tell these people about the Sacred Blend.
Don't.
Yeah, they're not ready for that.
Give them something
Yeah.
for next time.
True.
That was a teaser right
True.
there.
True. I mean, if you read Cannabis and Spirituality, you'll find it. But Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's something I'm also going to start doing. It's called Dawgable. And I'm going to start taking the books that I put out as like the reading list and then kind of cliff note breaking them down.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
Dawgable, dude.
I actually like that because we go back and forth on a lot of books.
I know.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. So that'll be,
People are constantly asking for your bibliography.
dude. I'm gonna compile it and then go reread the books that I put out. Reread the books that I've been like read, especially the fiction books. I'll just read them. But the nonfiction books, I'm gonna reread them, take notes, and then be able to give people like a 30-minute kind of reduction and be like, all right, here's kind of what it is if you want to get into it.
Like an oral presentation.
Sort of. I ran it by Wood.
I'm kidding.
I did feel that kind of way about him. Like Wood. He was like, was brought that concern. Like he's like, shut the fuck up, just do it. It'll be awesome.
Yeah,
So I was like,
yeah. I mean, it's going to be different. It's not the same thing.
I am gonna.
It's
I
like-
told Wood I'm gonna gift him. I was like, well, every like third one, I'm just gonna gift to your Patreon and be like, just tax, bro. Take that.
Yeah.
Take that and keep that. Yeah, I'm trying to just produce way more
Yeah.
content.
I got to do that. I got to get like the Twitter page and the Patreon thing going.
Yeah, but exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I just do it.
get it ready, bro.
Stop being gay.
You can do that. Don't say that during Black History Month. All right, here we go. We're out of here. You guys, dude. Tim Butterly, Sydney Gant.
Thank you so much.
What you guys want to say? Closing words. Take us out.
Dude, listen to huge dog response to Dad Meat so far. If you haven't listened yet, check it out. The whole point is that, you're probably a fat fucking retard, but I want you to know that that's okay and we can work with that. That's where I started.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Episode 1. I'm a fat fucking retard. Actually, no, there is no episode 1. You have to start on episode 2 because I'm a fat fucking retard.
Oh, you deleted it.
It never worked. We didn't have the mic on.
So you only have episode
Dude,
2.
we've got a mythical episode 1 out there, never to see the light of day because I'm a fat fucking retard.
Damn, that's like the first words in Genesis. In the beginning,
Right?
there was light. Yeah.
In the beginning,
I am a
dude,
fat fucking retard.
I was a fat fucking gay dickhead. And look where we're gonna go with it.
Woo.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Sid the Kid. what
Yeah,
you got?
definitely. Man, I fucking love Dad Meat, so definitely check that out. But yeah, thanks to all the people that have already come out and start checking out Two Jack Bros. We got a pretty good dog response too, which was crazy because we didn't even mention it the whole episode until the end of the episode. Dude, it was fucking insane.
Getting a dog response.
It's like ridiculous. So yeah, it's me and my wife. We're being assholes on there. It's like a lot of bro everything, bro science, bro philosophy, bro investigative journalism. So we're different than Dad Meat because we're different than oral presentation because we have so many different genres of research that we hit. But
Yeah, your guys' shit is hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Your guys' dynamic is very fucking funny.
Yeah. Come check us out. So, but definitely thank you to everybody. Especially just everybody.
Oh, yeah,
just all the podcasts. It's cool, man. I just love being a part of something that is positive, where everybody is trying to help each other.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Chat Digital's tight too because it's not a money wise corporate. There's no financial ties. It's just literally
More of a
just-
philosophical corporation.
Yeah, it's a Millennial
Yeah.
Falcon. It's so future. It's money is beneath it. It's just kind of like obviously help us fucking do this shit, I guess. But it's like
Grease the wheels.
Dude.
Sure.
there's none of that like, well, this is mine and pay the pay. It's just like, bro, here's a collective, dude.
Dude, it's
Enjoy
like,
it. Enjoy
it's
it.
held together by the love of seeing your dog succeed.
100%, bro. Live the whole thing, dude. This whole cycle. Oh goddamn. Oh, got me.
Oh, also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tim Butterly. Fucking crushing serious games on there. And the chat is fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
Following sumo wrestling, crushing video game cheeks. That's all.
Dude, I love Tim's Twitch.
I do.
Dude,
I just
it's
put
so
it
fun.
on and just leave it on.
I go into
It's
little
just
brother
like-
mode, dude. I can watch people play video games for like 4 hours.
I started for
man.
the chat now.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, I guess I'll play a fucking video game, but The chat's fucking sick.
Didn't you have an Indian dude who came and like schooled you in the one game?
Yeah, dude, I was playing Bayonetta 2. It turned out to be I was playing God Hand for PlayStation 2. Incredibly difficult game. And when you're playing a game on Twitch, like anyone that's looking for whatever game you're playing, like they can just see all the channels with it. And I was the only one. It's a PlayStation 2 game. I was the only one playing it.
It's so funny. Some guy in India was just like, I gotta find this.
Saint VJ hops in the chat. He was like, "Bro, listen, you're not good at this." I was like, "I know, I need help." And he broke it down for me and like course corrected me. And then for every session until I finished the game, for like half of them, he hopped back in just to check in and be like, "Here's what you're doing wrong." It was so fucking sick.
That's so.
And then when he would pop in, the chat would go bananas.
Oh, for sure.
Fucking Saint VJ. God damn, that ruled. I forgot all about that.
That's awesome.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get ambitious and do the fucking what is it? Instagram. I have to start an Instagram.
You're gonna get on the internet.
So I'm gonna do Instagram for Two Jack Bros. It would probably be called Two Jack Bros.
Yeah.
Oh, you did a really funny thing on Twitter the other day. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
People just go.
Well, kids, I'm gonna do a Two Jack Bros Twitter too, and probably drive track. But ask it again on Twitter. Come at me.
Yeah, do the goddamn thing.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was on brand. Yeah, I love you guys.